The Veil of Isis. A Cthulhu by Gaslight, Golden Dawn, actual play. With David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore.
Okay. There's the
I will not roll my one check.
Oh no.
Your one check.
I have two, but they're ones I'm really excited to roll for.
Well, that's good.
Oh, two is the most I've ever had.
I can't believe I made one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, load up your plates.
Yeah, please do. Because I honestly can't. I'm instructed not to bring any food home. So.
Don't you dare bring anything.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of. It was like just like look, just don't bring it back because it is just not what I was doing with it.
We're not set up for this operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So just take last week's warning of the hard R and apply it to tonight, since we didn't get to that last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And we have the interlude where Lily
Went crazy.
got worked up,
Yeah.
had either a vision or got hysterical.
Hopefully not
Are we,
premonition.
are we in character now? Are we beginning?
Yeah, we're getting going here.
Yeah, I'm playing Robin because, well, I will be probably playing Robin.
Since Lily doesn't have a whole lot.
Lily, move around.
Yeah, that's no fun.
But we'll see.
You can do both.
You've got both. She's got both there.
I can
so,
definitely do
you know,
both.
Cool.
switch back and forth if need be.
I'll be harassing you a lot tonight.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do now? Oh boy.
Holy rusted metal, Batman.
What?
Ooh, there's a rocket in my pocket.
Oh man.
You don't have to tell these.
Alright, excellent. So getting us all in a very disturbed mood. So,
Yeah, that's good.
along there.
Oh,
No, so yeah, we did leave off with basically everyone sort of retiring to their various abodes. You're spread out between Beck Green and Helmsden at this point.
Okay.
On the night of the 16th. And yeah, was there anything anyone wanted to do before the morning?
No. Get a good night's sleep because crazy stuff's happening.
Is there another apple I can put up on the mantelpiece
Sure.
as a protective
Yes.
prophylactic apple?
Prophylactic apple. Yeah.
That'd be a great band name.
I used to play bass for prophylactic apple.
Oh.
Yes.
I like the early stuff.
Before they sold out.
Before they signed with Interscope.
Became a Christian rock band.
Oh no.
First, they got an endorsement, became Trojan Apple specific.
Oh,
Dear.
Yeah. So we've got Oswald and Padma and Robin at Hunter's Lodge in Beck Green.
Yes.
And we've got Celestia and Dr. Hume back at Helmsden at the Black House, right? So one thing before we do get to the morning is when Celestia and Miles get back to the Black House, both of them spot hidden walls come in.
Awesome.
Black House.
Yeah.
It's actually 14 Sycamore Circle is the address there.
I failed.
I made it.
Yeah. So Celestia, you notice coming in on a hall table there near the front door, there is a telegram. Looks like freshly delivered. If you want to, if you want to snoop, it's actually been opened.
It's
been read.
Oh, well, who's this addressed to?
Jonathan Black.
Really? What's it say?
Yeah.
We are detecting.
Yeah.
Being a telegram and all, it's very easy to just read it very quickly as you walk by.
Oh.
And it's just a telegram from Paris notifying Mr. Black that his brother was killed earlier today in a train, being hit by a train. Train-related collision.
Train-related death.
Yes.
A that doesn't sound
The news is
unusual
tightening,
at all.
Doctor.
It is.
We must act quickly to save this man's life.
Or get away quickly to save our own.
Okay.
Yes.
So is Jacob Black anywhere in the public rooms?
You don't see him around. He's probably retired at this point.
I won't disturb him.
It is a little late, so
It's
since you
awkward
had
being in the house in
to
the morning.
you had to
like
hang
this.
out and
Yeah.
make sure Lily was going to be okay. So, do you guys want to take a minute to just review all the clues you gathered last week?
It's a great idea.
There were quite a
That sounds
few.
like a
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Right.
Barely remember what happened.
Yeah, it occurred to me. I mean, the chances of like some guy who left the Golden Dawn, who was trying to become an inner member, being right outside this super creepy place is pretty slim odds.
Yes.
Then we have the boot prints up where he was
With the Freshco.
Maybe he was,
Stands to reason.
Yeah. So he's out here investigating something, or maybe he raised something while he was out here. Maybe he.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
That would be a bad thing.
He may style himself the guardian of this demonic power.
He might, or maybe he did something, and he, maybe he's getting out of Dodge because he.
He's in over his head.
He's leaving
Yeah.
for London, as you'll recall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was pretty clear, like, 2 weeks. What are you talking about? I gotta go do nothing in London.
Right, exactly.
Go be a gentleman in London.
It's not like there's real reason there.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave this beautiful woman on my couch and leave now.
That doesn't make
This
sense.
beautiful morphine-addled woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what was his name?
Randolph Northcote.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think Northcote.
Northcote.
Oh, we're talking about the facts.
Okay.
Well, you'll recall the antiques dealer sort of spat his name.
Yes.
Northcote.
Yes.
Northcote.
No.
He might have come out because, there's this church there that kind of disappeared and it kind of has this, people don't really want to talk about it, and it's kind of, so maybe he came out because he knew something about that. He's trying to increase his knowledge of the occult in dangerous
So
ways.
wasn't he kicked out? Yeah, wasn't he kicked out of or retired from?
I think he resigned after he was
resigned.
denied, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should try and find out
Disgracefully
why he was denied.
Ah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Is there any way to? The technology at the time. Could I send a telegram to Paris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Send a telegram anywhere.
received
There's
one.
international telegrams at this point.
All right.
You can get a telegram to Australia in 3 hours.
Wow.
Let's
What an age we live in.
Well, why don't we each have contacts?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of here. Why don't I telegraph Mather? You telegraph Far,
Right.
and we'll see if they can give us a little info on why this guy's gone.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Item A for the morning.
Item A.
And then you were going to check out the library again, right? You left the wispy old man with a set of instructions.
We did.
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything else that I'm forgetting?
Oh, I found a guide for us. If anyone asks,
Oh,
you're
right.
all my assistants.
Oh my god.
Helping you find your beloved
My
sister.
beloved
That's
sister
right.
or your relatives. I don't know. Come up with a story. All your own. I decided she went in there because she was studying botany at some
that's good.
woman's college, and she was warned against it, and she said,
Bye.
bye. I regret nothing, she said, and she walked out the
That's
door.
right, exactly.
Screw you, I'm getting an education.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now she's lost in these horrible woods.
Okay.
Typical.
It's a cautionary tale.
Against women and education.
Nothing good can come of it. But speaking of Northcote, there was the Melinda Price
That
painting.
was just about to bring that up.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She is the same painter who worked at the St. Michael's Chapel doing the fresco, it's presumed, due to her unique and bizarre style.
Yes.
What else have we got? Black Annie.
That whole thing.
That whole Black Annie thing. Don't
What about
then also
the
on the
library?
map.
The library guy. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say on the map, they're the 5 oaks kind of distinctly
Oh, yeah.
noted on the map in the shape of a pentagram. And
Which map is this?
Oh, just
The massive
before they
one.
went to sleep, they found it.
Yeah, that we found at the.
Robin found it in the back of a book on
That's right.
shirt
That's right.
now.
That's right.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Because we've been talking about going in those woods. 5 oaks marked in the shape of a star in the center.
And the
But-
note, the paper that you got.
Right there for reference. Of all
And
the
didn't-
horrible things to come.
And didn't you guys also, talk to the librarian fellow, and he was going to research some stuff?
Yes.
Yes, we're going to check with him in the morning.
Right.
I can't recall what he was to be researching.
I know.
Well, we asked him about. There was the name in here. He said it sounded kind of familiar.
Oh, right.
And then it was
Sergeant
about.
Richardson.
Yes. And then also, I think about
Oh, okay.
That's right. We told him to
the
look for
church or something like that.
And
then there
we
was-
said we were gonna check in the morning.
Yes, because we didn't want to have to
Wait
Wait
another
for-
5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
for a weazened old man to.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, very good. So, you all passed the night uneventfully. In the morning, however, Cecilia and Miles, you were in your respective guest rooms, and you were both awoken by the sound of angry shouts and sort of stomping footsteps coming from downstairs.
I'll grab Opal and go down in my in my nightgown, my dressing gown.
What time is it?
Nightshirt.
Oh, it's after sunrise.
All right.
Yeah, it's early morning though.
Like 7 a.m.
Probably around 7. Yeah.
All right. Flying down the stairs.
Okay, so you both come downstairs in your dressing gowns.
Shift.
Yeah, and you see Mr. Black engaged in a sort of running argument with Josephine the maid as she's sort of like marching around the house, gathering up things and packing them into a handbag.
Oh.
And she's going on about, this is the limit, Mr. Black. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry. You've been a good employer, but I just can't stay. And he's like, oh, Josephine, please, how am I going to feed myself? And so forth.
Well, we'll light a match.
What you do is, you get up at 4 in the morning.
Josephine, what's occurred?
Yeah, what's happened, Josephine?
So,
Good Lord.
with her hand on the door handle, she says, "Look around," and
Okay.
she pulls the door open and marches out. And so it doesn't take a spot hidden roll to see what she's talking about. Pentagrams, upside down pentagrams, have been scratched into nearly every wooden surface in the house.
my
Skirting
God.
boards, floors,
What?
furniture, doors,
Wow.
All right.
everywhere.
That's
That's
terrible.
Last time Oswald was able to kind of look at this and get a sense for what sort of... Weren't you like able to look at it and kind of get a
Yeah.
sense for...
Yeah, I would determine that it was something small. Or something upside down.
It was cut at a level.
Direct.
Yeah.
as opposed to
I
at
think
an
you should
angle.
come
Yeah.
out and take a look at them.
Well, we'd have to get the message to him.
Yeah.
Were we gonna convene like?
Well, I think that the idea was that some of us were going to come back into town after spending the night with you to check in on the librarian, and so I'm assuming we maybe made plans to meet at a specific place at a certain time in the morning.
But before that, as I'm seeing all the pentagrams
Yes.
all everywhere, terrifyingly so, do I see wood chips anywhere? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
They
Good.
were they've been freshly carved in the night.
Okay. Are there any footprints?
You can give me a track roll.
Oh man.
Had I but known. No. Okay.
I'll, can I try?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I've only got 10%, but I failed.
No,
Okay.
nothing stands out. No.
Alright.
So yeah, Mr. Black. Well, I suppose we can have dinner at the Queen Anne Hotel tonight. I have to go to work.
I could make dinner.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh yes.
I'm terribly sorry about the inconvenience. Dons his own frock coat and heads out into the chilly March morning.
Okay.
So, like, when you say there's a lot of them, they're just everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like, just like
Covered.
ridiculous.
Anywhere there was
So-
some wood,
Okay.
something was carved.
More than like a person could do in a night.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear anything.
Like there's one on every stair, going up.
Gee whiz, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's a whole other level of.
That's madness.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I don't want to stay here. I'm gonna put some clothes on. I'll be right back.
Just give me 30 minutes.
Whoops!
The ribbons, floaty.
Fine if everyone's putting on their pants.
Yes.
Oh, could I get everyone's constitution? No reason.
18.
13.
11.
9.
11.
9, 14.
Good.
I'm very powerful, but I have a weak constitution. Don't let me drink anything.
What is Constitution specifically again?
It is just your sort of level of health.
Okay. Your ability to
stamina.
withstand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your toughness.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you could have a low strength and be kind of weak, but a high constitution
I'm a
just be like
7.
super healthy.
Yeah.
In terms of
Like
strength,
people who
so
get
I was
colds
like,
all the time.
Yeah. Not a lot of upper body strength, but you almost never get sick.
okay.
That sort of thing,
Just
Well,
fast.
Robin is 18.
Robin is healthy as a horse. Robin never gets sick.
Nope. No, that's so.
That would interfere with my duties, sir.
That's why I keep him around.
I will my constitution to be 18, sir.
Very well. I will be 18.
Power up.
Yeah, exactly.
I owe you a cool.
Oh no. Don't start. Don't start.
I'll get her started.
The rest of the night.
All right. So you're all going to rendezvous at the library then?
No?
Yeah.
Sounds logical.
Yeah.
It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
It's central.
What are we doing with Lily then? Is she just gonna be
I'm
staying
out.
behind?
I'm in
Like,
pain.
mostly, like, is anyone gonna stay with her? Like,
Oh, that's a good question.
because she
Robin.
can't.
Don't check in with me until you're done with this.
No, I need Robin.
That's fair. Of course.
You shouldn't have
I wonder
to.
if I
You're gonna
could
leave
send.
anyone, it
What's
would
his
be me.
name?
Dr. Winthorpe?
No, the guy I talked into being our guide.
Oh, Stanhope Thomas?
Uh-oh.
You're gonna like cross
I
your fingers.
don't trust any named person.
Stanhope's one name.
Stanhope.
No, it is not.
Sure.
He's the nicest guy. He agreed to go into the woods just because I told him a big old lie.
He's a gullible bastard.
He is.
Well, whatever you guys think. I mean, I think that Lily, me, this part of me, my characterization tonight, she's just so out of it and in so much pain and totally can't believe
And I
what
think it would
happened
be
last night.
reasonable
And I need
that
Robin.
I think it'd be reasonable that
I need
Dr.
Robin.
Winthorpe would be making a house call,
Okay.
during
Josephine is unengaged.
Josephine, the previous
the
maid.
maid.
She just stormed off.
Yeah.
Perhaps she'd
Oh,
like a
maybe
new place.
she needs a place.
Perhaps I could pay her to come and watch you for the day.
Yes.
Okay.
Since
Nice.
she is out of work at the moment.
Yeah.
We say this right in front of the
Hang out
library.
at this haunted lodge.
Yeah, it's a
I'd like to go to a slightly less haunted place.
We think. We're presuming.
With a
Please.
possibly possessed hysterical
Yeah.
woman.
Come work at a place of comparative safety.
Comparative.
In fact, it might be more dangerous, just less obviously so.
But we've seen no
Oh my God.
pentagrams, so
Yeah, that's true. So basically,
okay, yeah, you catch up to Josephine. You find her actually at the lobby of the Queen Anne Hotel, trying to arrange transport to her sister who lives in Lindsay, and yeah, she agrees. That's fine.
All right.
Excellent.
Yay, Josephine. And maybe we can patch things up between you crazy kids later. Maybe.
Maybe.
she seems extremely dubious.
Yeah.
Okay, so the library.
So on to the
so
library.
for the record, Lily is being watched over by Josephine in this
Yes.
lodge.
So basically,
I'm
I'll
not
have to kill
playing.
Josephine first, is what you're
Yes.
saying. Okay.
She's my meat shield.
She's your meat shield.
She's the most likely to be like, oh, what was that strange bump outside?
Yes.
Uh,
I'll be right back, miss. You just wait here.
no, don't leave me. Yeah.
What was that tearing
This red
sound?
shirt.
Oh, God.
It sounded like wet paper.
It's an awful sound. It's an awful sound.
Paper.
All right.
So I am playing Robin.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's go, Mr. Finnegan.
So,
dynamic duo.
they're so dynamic. So at the library, old George, the librarian, is there, of course.
Try not to say, you're alive!
He's like sitting down, his eyes closed. We have to shake him a little to get him to wake up.
No, he's actually there and quite active, even this early in the morning.
All right.
Very hale and hearty. And, of course, remembers you all.
I'm just picturing this old man working in the library, this music playing in the background.
That's so German.
So true, yes, this isn't a German library.
He's really epically reshelving books.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
We're really silly today.
I think we're nervous about.
Yeah.
Nervous laughter.
All right.
Pintos everywhere, you guys. Everywhere.
Old George.
Old
George.
Well,
Have you for us?
I spent yesterday afternoon researching everything you folks are interested in.
That was very nice of you.
Well, you know, it's what I do and what I love. So,
Okay.
well, let's see here. So he pulls a little rumpled slip of paper out of his vest and sort of looks at it. Couldn't find a whole lot. I'm sorry to say. No reference. The only reference to a Sergeant Richardson I was able to come up with was a chap who served under Wellington in the Peninsula. But he was killed at Waterloo. That's a couple hundred years off of what you were talking about, I think.
Waterloo.
Let's see here.
Sorry.
The only interesting thing I found about Beck Green is apparently the Five Oaks Inn goes back to it used to be a farm. It's recorded in the Doomsday Book.
Wow.
The Doomsday Book.
Yes.
What?
Indeed.
What is it? What is the Doomsday Book?
1085, young master.
Mr. Finnegan, that's well old.
Yes.
There's gonna be way more where this came from.
Gee Willikers.
That's well old.
Yeah, you're getting more into shit. What's Captain America's sidekick called?
Bucky.
Bucky. You're getting more into Bucky territory.
Oh my god.
I'm excited about a lot of things. I'm at the
You're still
cage
young
again.
and full of hope. Not full of
Go
dread.
get him, Cap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, young man.
Wow, 1085.
Yeah,
That is well old.
that is well old.
So it's mentioned in this Doomsday
Book.
Indeed. Yeah, the inn gets its name from the farm, which got its name from apparently 5 prominent oak trees sited in the nearby wood. But no information on the St. Michael's Chapel.
The five.
As marked on the map.
Okay.
So sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Well, thank you for your.
Okay. Okay. Telegram? Telegrams.
Telegrams, right. Head over
Lily,
to
really quick, sorry, retcon.
Yes.
Well,
Right.
Lily requests Celestia, can you please send a telegram to Dr. Westcott and inform him of my condition?
Yes.
I'm sure he would be really, he would need to, very concerned.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Okay.
So over at the general store, there's a little telegram office. So you all dispatch your various telegrams to Paris and London.
Mark them urgent. I mean, there's a way to,
I don't know if there's a way to do like a priority mail type telegram. I don't know. But telegrams are a lot like the mail. They're delivered
just
several times a
constant,
day.
yeah.
So
Okay.
you can be assured it'll get into your contact's hands pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, in my, I'll emphasize the urgency of the matter.
Yeah, you could put urgent in the text of the telegram.
Urgent stop.
Urgent stop.
I probably won't sound. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh.
Stop.
Yeah.
Send information.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you're looking for specifically.
I want to know why Northcote was is not admitted into the Inner Order. Just anything else they can tell us about Northcote.
Right. Okay. Sure.
And if he has any information about the St. Mark's, the Woods, Five Oaks, just, I don't know. Essentially, just give him, just sort of sum up what's going on, and it'll be a long telegram.
I was going to say that cost is racking up.
Okay. Padma, I was wondering if.
Oh my god.
Furthermore, and closer to my point, I should add
Okay. If you wouldn't mind looking over this first chapter of
Oh my god.
the telegrapher
Yes.
just sitting there like,
Miles Hume, the genesis of a monster
telegram
hunter.
before, sir.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Now I'm going to dictate this book to you, so I want you to.
Oh my god. Chapter 1.
Okay, why was Northcote kicked out? Any information about this town? Any information about St. Mark's? Any information about the Five Oaks?
Same.
I would say any
Same line.
instance of pentagrams being carved with
Anything?
all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm sending that to Florence.
Yeah.
Any knowledge
Excellent.
of pentagrams just getting carved into things instantaneously?
Fiendishly so.
Fiendish carvings.
Fiendish carvings.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah. To Florence Bar. Fiendish pentagrams. Stop.
Stop.
Question mark.
Stop.
411,
Stop.
please.
When will it stop? Stop. All right.
Wow.
Very good. Telegrams are dispatched.
It was really, other than that, our mission for today was exploring the woods.
Yes.
The woods.
Yes, it was.
Into the woods.
I kind of wanted to know what was going on before we get into the woods.
Did I get a
Uh,
reply? What else could we do? What else?
Because we got a
I guess
guide
we can.
in
We gotta go in the woods.
Merlin's Cave.
There's Merlin's Cave as well. That's a little outside of
Because we were
town.
looking for the
Yes.
possible
The secret
cavern entrance underneath the Black House.
Yes.
Finnegan, would you like to look at the scene of the crime?
Oh,
Sure.
The freshly carved.
There might be some
Try
some
to do some
means,
detective.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, he made the button.
some means of
Yeah.
ingress or
Can I look
egress
too?
under the foundations.
God, hardcore.
Oh, no.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So they look to be carved by the same hand, and they bear the same sort of general characteristics of the pentagram that you saw before.
It was the same thing. The dude that did this.
Dude, this.
The dude
What did this?
I already drank a lot before I got here.
Yeah, the customary 3 scotches with breakfast. Of course. Well, we're on
Okay.
holiday.
Yeah, this is a vacation. Well, so the
We're in the
We're on
country.
vacation. We're ready to take time off from the school
look, we took
board
time
to do
off
this.
from work. We're in the woods. That's a vacation.
We had a picnic lunch, while waiting at a library.
We're going to museums and libraries.
That's sort of my dad's definition of it.
Yeah.
We're out of town, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, this is great.
Stantia. Okay.
There's no. All right. So, what's that?
Is there anything else? Like, I'm interested. This fiendish creature arrived at the house. From whence? Is there an opening to Merlin's cave underneath the house? Can I sniff around the foundations?
Sure, yeah.
We can go outside.
Move that big rug in the center of the room.
You can, definitely.
I mean, we're going to have to burn it down eventually.
And it was a new house, too.
Damn
A
shame.
nice little McMansion.
So we're looking for the source of a cave.
Big
Like,
mansion.
is there a basement in the? Is there a basement in this?
There's no basement actually. It's built on a crawl space. Like a
we gotta
typical
go.
sort of Victorian where
Robin?
it's about a
I
half
can
story.
crawl.
No, you can crawl. Let's go. We're gonna crawl under the crawl space.
With the wooden lattice.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So I'm gonna try to dismantle that.
You wrench a bit of the lattice out.
And I'm gonna help my master out of his chair. We're gonna do belly crawls.
I'm very
practice
strong.
these.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I'm very
Practicing.
Practicing belly
Uh-huh.
Part of our
crawls.
training.
Yeah, and he can pull me out with my legs if I ever get stuck.
That's right.
Sure.
It's like a dog.
We're going.
Robin, fetch.
I can do it too.
Help! I'm stuck.
Yep.
No problem, sir.
It's just like we plan in all our drills. So
Pull you out of the labor house to lollygag.
training. So we're
Back
under
to
the crawl
Finnegan.
space.
All right. So you begin to crawl under the house.
Yes.
As you do so, you hear some scuttling in in the shadows
Oh, not scared
of
of
the
that.
crawl space.
Ferret.
Alright, where's in the orphanage?
Keep your eye out.
Okay, so, do we have torches?
No,
Oh,
We got nothing.
you got nothing.
I have a match. I have a
I
match.
should be able to see something.
Okay.
Let's start a match.
All right.
That'd be our house.
Give me a spot hidden roll at half.
Okay.
ooh.
Oh, no. I don't. Ow! Oh. I throw the match.
Yeah, you see
I hurt my
nothing.
finger.
You see nothing.
Alright, I don't see anything.
No.
You see anything, Mr. Finnegan?
Nope, let's keep going.
You heard that scuttling, right?
Yes, I did. It was
All right.
probably just a mouse rat.
Okay. Mouse dash rat. Alright.
Perfectly mundane scuttling.
Yes. Ratted mouses. Alright, so we're gonna keep looking around. There's just scuttling?
Well, there was brief scuttling as you crawled into the house, and now it's just quiet.
Okay, so there's nothing. Are there tracks that I could see with my match?
Light another match. Give me a luck roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do indeed see a set of tracks right in front of you. You're about to crawl over it.
Oh,
They look like little footprints, about yay big.
Little people footprints?
Human footprints.
I know. So do they go like? Are there any openings that we can see above us, like places in the house that have like trapdoors?
You don't see any trapdoors. There are little, knot holes and gaps here and there. It's not a completely
But there's no like
sealed.
obvious opening.
No.
But they're tiny. They don't.
Those pentagrams were small, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
They were tiny, the works
About
of
4
tiny
inches
hands.
across.
Yeah.
Oh, done with nails, not knives.
Makes me think of brownies. Or fairies.
Say brownies were a little big.
Berries.
Yeah.
I was wanting to
Brownies
see
are
a
big.
fairy.
Yeah. Well. All right. So is there anything else we can?
No.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna crawl out
Kind of
first.
tunnel or anything like that.
No tunnels.
Those
no.
tunnels, there's nothing.
No.
So I'm gonna crawl out. I'm gonna pull him out. Drop him back in his chair. Brush off. I give a brush. I brush off the dust on his
Yes.
clothes.
It was an adventure.
So we have to tell this guy there's fairies under his house.
Little people.
Yes.
We saw little people.
Yes.
The problem is we found a nest of fairies under there.
Yeah. I have to call an exterminator for that.
It's going to take at least a week to get that taken care of.
You're going to have to tent the house.
Exactly.
Hard to kill.
I find it hard to believe. If anyone but you, I wouldn't believe.
That's what we saw.
What are they eating? How do they live?
They're magical.
Oh,
Yes, so.
Remember they're living in the walls.
I think they're doing the bidding of the
Black Adams?
Black Annie.
Like Annie?
Ah.
They're her little...
They're minions.
That's just my idea.
Minions.
Now they're
I
minions.
have an active
not
imagination.
as a young lad.
Well, you have reason to have an active imagination.
That's why I keep it around.
Pulled out of the labor house and
Right.
now you push your master on monster hunting adventures.
Yes.
What a remarkable life you lead.
It's not over
I'll
yet.
say. Or is it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So now what do we do, Mr. Finnegan?
Good question.
Unfortunately,
Figure out what exactly these things are.
I think all that we can do is have our guide escort us into the woods and see.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what we scheduled.
All right.
Look, that's what we're doing.
It's scheduled for 10:45.
11:30.
Getting on for,
Well, we
a
did.
little late.
It's gonna get dark early.
All right, yes.
All right.
We don't know how deep into
Let's see
the
if
woods
we can
have to
catch
go.
one of these later tonight.
Indeed. Set a
Let's
trap.
set a trap.
Some mouse
So
traps.
let's go into the woods and then come back to the house. Set
No, let's set a trap. No, let's set a trap now.
Oh yeah, set them now.
I'll go under
Okay.
there and set a trap. So we can create
Capital
some,
idea.
like a little, like a
Yeah, the
box trap.
pantry, there's some mouse traps. Yeah,
Alright, so we're
absolutely.
gonna do all those and just put them all in there.
Under the house?
Bait them, yeah, I'll bait them with like little pieces of bread.
No, I'm gonna bait them with a slip of paper with a pentagram the right side up. That'll make them mad as
And some bread.
Let's put them everywhere.
So
let's put right side up pentagrams everywhere and see what they do to them. With like sugar in it. Or honey with poison in it.
Honey with poison is good because I don't know what fairies eat besides honey with poison.
It's like
big pentagram cookies.
Depends on if they're fairies or minions.
Yes. Fairies or minions.
Fairies, sugar,
cookies.
Alright, I can
Definitely have to make
Pentagram
pentagram
cookies. Very good.
make some pentagram cookies and probably not for fairies.
Yeah.
Don't you touch these.
Do not touch.
Or make some brownies.
So we will bait them. Bait the traps.
Okay.
Get those done. We're done.
Okay.
We did it.
Okay.
We're up
So,
to the stand.
all right.
Yeah.
It is getting on for midday at this point.
Oh my god,
so-
really?
Oh yeah. Well, you guys went to the library.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Telegraph
saying.
office.
We should probably move on if we don't want to get stuck in the dark.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's trying to get us
The
started.
day.
Let's get.
Daytime.
Day's good.
All right, let's do
Mr.
it.
Sun. All right. So,
Working it.
so you head back to Beck Green. That's
Now everybody remember, Ixnay on the ooth tray.
Right.
Tray.
What's an ooth tray?
So,
Part of the
Okay,
track.
sorry.
Say nothing.
Sorry, Mr. Finnegan.
This is probably going to scare you all, but let me do the talking.
all right. So it's about a 10-minute coach ride back to Beck Green. You meet Stanhope outside the Five Oaks.
Wow, he's a man of his word.
He's ready to go. He's got his vest. He's got his little hunter's
man.
cap on. You know.
This is so sad.
I see you all.
Stand up, my good man. I trust you will mind if I bring some of my companions along. I've brought well, these are students and teachers from my sister's college,
Oh, I see.
Worthington College.
Oh, a college, you say?
Yeah, a college for ladies.
I see. I've heard of those.
Well, let me tell you a cautionary tale. It involves botany and the bogs in those woods.
Oh no.
And my cousin.
Shall we? Shall we go?
Well, begging your pardon, Squire, but the woods aren't exactly a place for ladies. Looks at Padma and Celestia.
These aren't your typical ladies.
They are professors.
They are professors of
Also botany.
and they can help us in traversing these dangerous woods.
Oh, well, if you say so, sir.
Well, and they also insist on going into the woods for their own academic purposes, and I don't want more women getting trapped in there, so
Certainly.
we'd better accompany them.
What were you saying?
Poor Celestia's lost her voice as well.
That's right.
Flame.
Yeah. Are you okay, ma'am? Your ears are turning red.
Quietly shaking my head, like,
I'm ex-military and I can vouch for them.
Oh, very well,
well
sir.
then.
Now, have you know, I'm personal friends with Emma Golden.
Oh, I don't know so much about her, ma'am.
Yeah.
Begging your pardon and all, but the
Goddamn
times ain't too happy with her.
pumpkin.
All right, so
Yes, let's go.
so he takes you out, kind of back behind the Five Oaks, and out onto these sort of rolling meadows that lead towards Oakwood, which is about a mile north of you. So you tramp out through the long grass. It is a chilly day. It's probably only about 40 degrees out, and still early spring, so most of the trees are still bare. However, as you approach Oakwood, you note that the trees here are lush and leafy, and look to be in full bloom.
Should we try to get to the actual Five Oaks? Okay.
Well,
My sister made mention of the fact that she was looking for these 5 prominent oaks that were in the woods. I don't know if you know about that.
Well, we could maybe just do a walk around the perimeter, see what we could see here.
Do we have that map? Did we take the map?
yes, I brought it with me.
Yes.
Lover of maps, of course. From my
It's
post.
somewhere around this area.
So he looks at the map. Well, it's a bit rough, but okay, sure. So,
Oh, stand up. It's not going to end well for you.
nothing.
He's in the red ensign uniform right now.
It is. It totally is. I have chalk with me, a piece of chalk. Would a school teacher carry chalk?
Of course.
Yes, you would.
Because there may be a need to make marks on some of these.
Marking trees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Mark your way in. There's more.
So you make
How's Oswald doing in all of this?
well, you're just on your cane at this point. I think. Yeah. So
Alright.
whenever you come to like a tangle of roots or something, you have to take a little extra to step over it. But other than that, you're okay. So yeah, bright green. You pass through the edge of the woods and are soon walking through this kind of almost like woodland ideal, like sunny glades, and you hear the babbling of brooks off in the distance.
That's so strange.
Birds.
Mr. Finnegan, why would the trees be in bloom? It's too early for that.
Nice observation. I'm just looking at the fucking ground around me, trying not to trip.
Nothing on here, sir.
Maybe my eyes and ears.
Yes.
Luckily, we have botany professors here.
Yes.
To us.
Well, we have subterranean spring, clearly.
Yes, the woodland floor is carpeted with bluebells. Birds flit from branch to branch.
Deep within the earth, the warmth rises to the top, thus providing us with this beautiful early summer landscape.
Stand up what I tell you. A woman's college.
I see, sir. Oh, look at that up ahead.
No.
He's spotted a clearing. He leads you over. It's deep enough into the woods that you can't really see out anymore to the glen beyond. But in this clearing, you see once stood a majestic oak tree.
There's a stump.
There is a stump and the tree on its side.
Oh. Well,
Was it like chopped down or blown down?
Chopped down.
chop down.
Are there other oaks nearby?
Nope, just the one.
They were reasonably spread out, it seemed like, on the map.
The oak is covered in a bewildering variety of fungi.
Fungi, you say?
If anyone has natural history, you can make a roll.
No, but I'm gonna go
I do.
for it anyway.
Natural history?
Natural history.
No.
No, six-sided.
Should I collect some specimens, Mr. Finnegan?
I make it. Natural history.
Wow.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure some of the fungus on that tree is new to science.
I'm gonna collect some of it.
Would you, Robin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think some of this fungus is new to science.
All right. Oh yes, I'm going to. So I'm gonna get. We have little
We
bottles.
must investigate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna scrape some with my knife. I'm gonna scrape some off the tree, put it in the bowl.
So as you're scraping the fungus off, you see that this oak had a cross carved into its side long ago.
Mr. Finnegan, look, there's a cross on the tree.
Well
Beard, you should be stroking it.
Stanhope's examining the stump. He says, I'd say this tree was felled pretty recently.
Huh.
How old is the tree, would you say, by looking
Hundreds of years old.
hundreds of years?
And that's odd that if he's right about the tree being felled recently, it shouldn't have been able to grow this much fungus.
Exactly.
It should be like a year
This takes
old
time.
felled tree at this point.
Can I gather some fungus as well?
Sure, yeah.
Something to put in my office.
Someone's gonna put it in your
To
eggs.
affect people.
Kind of want to taste it.
Delicious.
Well, I kind of expected
really
somebody's
fungus?
going to go into the office and be like, what are these things?
So collect those specimens and.
Excellent.
Can we see if there's anything else on the tree underneath more fungus?
Sure, yeah. Taking a good long look reveals no further carvings or any other signs of disturbance. But, just this forest of fungus growing on the tree.
Assuming this was... I wonder if we could get to the center of all of this. What if that would...
Well, we do have the
Let's
map,
go
and
to-
even though it's crude, we should be able to figure out approximately.
Where your sister is.
Where my sister is, because she was going to the center of this,
Yes.
I think. She said, I'm off to go to the center of those 5 oaks. I regret nothing.
I'll never forget when she said that.
So memorable.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we have one coordinate. We need another to triangulate the center of this space.
Yeah.
You want to try and find another clearing first before you delve into the center?
We could. I have pretty awesome navigation because I'm totally in the
Oh,
map,
yes, you do.
Give me a
Yes, you
navigation
do.
roll. Absolutely.
And to make it.
Yes.
All right. So
Wonderful.
even with the one coordinate, you're pretty
Look up a
sure.
compass.
Yeah.
Is it working?
man.
Is it functioning?
Yeah, it's functioning.
That's
It's not
tremendous.
spinning around crazily.
Right.
Hooray!
Okay, who has the lowest power of the group?
How?
Mine is 12.
10?
Mine is 15.
Mine's 13.
I have the lowest power.
Okay,
Robin's
that's a 10. 13. So, you begin to walk. Padma, you lead the way with your compass. You continue to walk through this sort of pleasant, sun-dappled woodland for about a half hour. And then, most unexpectedly, you can see up ahead the edge of the wood rather than the center. It seems like somehow you have gone awry, even though you didn't need to.
Like something sort of pushed us out from the
Center.
You thought you were walking in a straight line the entire time.
Stanhope. Man, what could have happened?
Or blind me if I know, Squire.
Sorry to think it wasn't worth lying to you at all.
You know nothing.
I wouldn't have picked up on anything. Don't worry about it. Dumb as a post, I am.
What? Come on.
Just like me mother always told me.
Oh, dumb as a post.
Oh, Stanhope, if you live through
Well, I'm
this, we'll
trying
have
to
a
think
long
because
talk
if you're
about your
following a
mother.
compass, then certainly.
Walk right past it. Walk right past it.
Everyone give me spot hidden.
Fail.
Fail.
Oh, for goodness.
Oswald.
Next time I'm putting way more points at a spot hidden.
I finally look up and see something.
What do you see, Mr. Finnegan?
No, but as you were walking, you were just letting Padma lead the way. But you did note something as you were walking, which was that periodically you spotted a tree with a cross carved in the trunk.
You know, guys, I did notice a tree with a cross carved in it.
Well,
Like the
Quite
one that was,
frequently.
like the one in the tree that was found with
Yes.
fungus on it.
Just like that.
Shall we go back and find it?
So we were kind of following the trees with the crosses on. Yeah, let's go back to the last one.
You backtrack.
blue.
This whole thing's a little Blair Witchy. I wonder if we can take any...
It's not scary until we run out of cigarettes.
Well, but they kept wandering around, getting lost. There's this witch,
Well-
Yeah, you're right.
I'm scared we might get lost if we stayed here much longer. We'll have to eat Stanhope.
I don't want to eat that. You look sinewy. A lot of meat on those
It's all
bones.
gristle.
Don't vote yourself in though, Robin. You're youngest, therefore the most tender. And you're beefy. There's a lot to eat.
I'm beefy.
Careful.
Not even Robin.
Not until I say so.
Alright, you can eat Robin. Alright, so where are we gonna go
We're going
now?
to the cross tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
And from there, looking to the next cross tree.
You backtrack. You begin to walk. In time, you can see another tree up ahead with a cross carved in it.
Okay. Is it the same tree, Mr. Finnegan?
What, the same tree you saw before? No, it's a different tree.
Oh.
So this is a new tree.
A whole new tree?
With a cross carved in it.
No, it's not the same tree.
Weird.
Well, maybe we should mark it to make sure that if we come across it again,
Yes.
like maybe outline just circle the cross or something.
Would you like my chalk?
Why, thank you.
As you're pausing and the noise of your feet and skirts are no longer swishing through the undergrowth, you all become aware of a rhythmic sound.
Oh no.
Kind of in the background, almost like the sound of a heart beating. And it seems to be emerging from the ground itself. Everyone make sanity rolls, please.
Oh, I missed mine.
I missed mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I missed mine by 2 as well.
Oh, I mean, but
Everyone who missed loses 1.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's...
As you're just
you want to roll under your sanity.
Yes.
Okay.
You get the heebie-jeebies.
Okay.
Under your current sanity?
Current
Oh,
sanity,
never
yeah.
mind.
I wonder if we should do
I
the
got
pentagram ritual. Maybe there's some
My sanity.
thing we could dispel.
Carve a pentagram into the trees with the crosses on them?
Or I could just do it in the air.
Just one in the air? Oh, just
No,
in
It
general?
would take but a moment
Okay.
to do the pentagram ritual.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Stanhope, I take it you're an Anglican?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is a sacrament from the Anglican Reformed Church.
No
Treaty of
worries.
1842.
Before your time.
No, that's it.
I don't get to church as much as I should. So
Well, none of us do, anyway.
go ahead and give me.
Just don't be bothered by this.
Give me Nicole.
Don't be bothered by this.
Mean it.
All right.
All right, you can perform it properly. Beating's still there.
Shall we follow the
Is it
beating?
getting faster or is it just
It's
staying?
just there.
Boom, boom,
Now that you're aware of it,
It's just sort of ubiquitous. I mean, it's not coming.
The
from
force
it's
is
everywhere.
alive.
It seems to be coming
Yes.
from everywhere.
Is it? Can you feel it coming up through your feet?
No,
No.
Oh, it's just all around us?
but
Well,
it
no,
does
it
seem a
sounds
little.
like it is
does seem a little
underground.
stronger if you lean towards the ground. You know.
Well, underground cave system.
Oh,
We're
okay.
right on top of something.
Yeah.
Say, Stanhope, do you know where these caves are? The other thing my sister said was, if I can't find anything interesting above ground, I'm going into the caves.
She specialized in fungi.
She was very specific, your sister,
She was.
I regret nothing.
and I regret nothing.
By the way.
You're referring to Merlin's cave, sir.
Yes, yes.
That's a good ways from here. That's north of Helmsden.
Padma will pay you for your time. Money is no expense. Money's no object to her, so lead away.
You're lucky I'm so fabulously wealthy. Wow. Damn.
Father will not be pleased.
All right, so you're wanting
I was
to
like, I'm in charge of
backtrack
the
out of the
finances
woods
right now.
Okay,
at this
okay.
point,
Well,
or do you want to press on
Wait,
before
wait,
you head to the cave?
Well, we're here. What time is
it
it?
sounds like
Sure.
we're here. It's already getting late. If we want to go to the cave, we should maybe save it for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People
should
do
we-
both.
Okay,
today.
so let's do some more tree exploration.
Yeah, let's see if there's more crosses on these trees. Let's see if
Okay.
maybe there's a pattern in that.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
a
maybe I
great
can
idea.
figure out on our
Very good
map,
idea.
like, approximately
Good idea,
where
Mr.
these
Finnegan.
trees might be. Yeah, where we are.
We could perhaps sketch where we
Maybe
see.
they're the
Yes.
edge.
Make our
Yeah,
little map.
exactly.
Make our
They're
little-
making a pentagram.
Oh, God.
Okay. So so you
It's
continue to
dawning
walk.
on you, isn't it? Yes.
The canopy is growing thicker.
Oh.
Everything is sort of bathed in a sort of greenish half light at this point.
Oh, really?
We're just deep into the
You're
forest.
just deep into the forest.
Greenish half light.
Yeah, that's alarming.
As you move, furtive movements of forest creatures kind of hover around the corner of your eyes. You see a large centipede crawling away from you.
Oh.
Some other creature off in the tall grass, darts away.
A rabbit.
Probably.
Or a fox.
Or a squirrel.
There's a
Woodchuck.
smell.
Squirrel.
There's a smell in this whole area of mulch, like fresh mulch.
Second.
Yes.
It's a great word.
Yes.
Up ahead, you spot a
Don't get to use it
stone
enough.
cottage standing among the trees.
A cottage.
Cottage.
Not gingerbread, though. That's good.
A stone.
Not made out of candy.
All right.
Stanhope, would you mind going inside and taking a look?
Do you know this cabin? Do you know this cabin?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of a cabin in these woods.
The sort of place a young woman might seek refuge, isn't it?
I suppose so. It looks to be well old, though. And indeed, it does. It's in a state of considerable neglect.
Oh.
The roof is caved in.
Oh.
The walls are crumbling.
I think we shall
Let's investigate.
investigate this.
Okay.
Forward.
As you approach the cottage, you're all aware that the temperature seems to drop about 10 degrees.
Nice.
You can see your breath.
Oh, it's really cold.
This must be where the spring stops.
That random spring.
Random
Yes.
spring, yeah.
Who wants to poke their head in?
I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm going to help, but I'm curious.
Thank
No,
you.
you don't have to-
Oh.
You're like bathroom roll.
Not just yet. Keep those dice fresh, though.
Keep them warm for you.
Inside the cabin, there's the shattered lumber of the roof. There's a dirt floor, and lying in the cabin is a corpse.
Oh.
Oh no.
Looks to be freshly dead. Although, give me a history roll.
Oh, I have no history.
I know history.
No, I'm 4 away from succeeding.
He's
but-
wearing outdated clothes, even though he looks to be freshly dead. They're not contemporary. Yes,
So it's a male
he.
figure.
He's screaming silently in horror,
I can see the face. It's not face down.
He's looking right at you.
No! Ah!
And out of his screaming mouth come various fungal growths
Wow.
growing up, and there's just mushrooms and fungus growing up out of the seams of his clothes as well. Sanity roll, please.
Still got your youthful curiosity there?
Yeah.
I make it.
You lose 1 point.
Wish we had cameras.
I know. I thought about that earlier. I was like,
So
Kodak brownies
take
are
pictures of
available.
this.
Yeah.
I turn around.
Robin, sketch that, would you?
Yeah, it's pictures of the pentagrams. I want to take pictures of that.
Yeah.
I should sketch it. There's a corpse in there with fungus coming out of the mouth. Pretty intense, sir.
Pretty intense, sir.
You should see for yourself.
Yeah, they're sort of riotously colored, like livid reds and
Like
sickly greens.
Smurf fungus.
Yes, like Smurf fungus.
Big Smurf houses.
Whatever you need to tell yourself to make yourself feel better.
What are you doing at this point?
You know, I have a 50 history. If I take a look, can I
Smurf
make
history?
Take a look, by all
Okay,
means.
I'll take a look. That's Smurf history. This was pre-Papa.
Maybe it is Papa
Pee-pee.
Smurf.
Okay. I failed it by 1.
Oh.
I'm pushing it. Can I push
Old.
I'm going to say with that close, getting that close to it, it's late 18th century. A successful roll, you could have dated it to the decade,
Okay,
but
late
it's at
18th
least 100 years out of date.
Wow.
it? This man's clothes are at least 100 years out of date.
They look very old.
But he's not 100 years old.
He looks
freshly dead.
Freshly dead?
Oh, insanity roll,
Yeah,
please.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. 54 is where I left. Oh no, actually I came back to 68 because I got all happy because I saved the world.
Yeah, you felt well.
And I made it.
Okay, 1 point then.
Hello, Easter.
Wow, that's terrifying. So, this is the same fungus that was on those trees, right?
On the one tree.
Does it look similar?
It looks similar.
Okay.
Wow.
We should poke
So
it.
I have a bottle of the specimen to compare. I'm gonna get close to it.
He starts staring at you with glassy
I'm
eyes.
sure it's unusual enough that you can kind of.
Get past it. Just be like, this is weird. I'm doing this now. What do you mean?
Oh, just that it's weird enough that you would probably be able to associate the fungus.
Oh, that they
growing.
look so similar.
Yeah, because they seem
You don't have to
like they
do
seem
a
weird
direct
enough that
comparison,
you're probably
yeah.
like, huh, that looks the same kind of
But by all
weird.
means, touch the body. No.
I may accidentally touch the body.
Or we should poke around the rest of the
Make me
cabin.
look.
That would be a roll.
I fail my luck.
So you do brush the body. Nothing happens,
Yet.
but then again, nothing happens because when you brush the body, it doesn't move. You get the
seems
sensation
solid.
that it's rooted to the ground.
Oh, like they're growing up through him. Ooh. I'm probably like just standing in the doorway.
I want to go to the cave. I want to go to the cave.
Let's get the fuck out.
Well, we should probably again poke around the rest of the cottage.
Yeah, but
That's
also
all
in the
exactly
cottage.
where I was
in here.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very small cottage. It's only about 6
nothing.
by 10,
Oh,
and yeah,
dorm room.
there's
It's like this room.
basically it was just a little forest cottage at one time.
I'm sharing the floor.
Is there a hearth? There's nothing.
No, there was like a
Nothing
central fire
exciting.
pit,
All right.
basically.
All right.
It's like a
So
medieval cottage.
it just looks
basically.
really old clothes, fungus growing through the sky, body's not moving, rooted to the ground by the fungus.
That's it. Those are the bullet points.
Freshly dead,
Caves!
Freshly
Freshly dead.
but old.
Let's explore the outside of the cabin a little bit. See
Yeah,
if there's
let's
any of
see.
this fungus growing out around the
Yeah.
edges.
Or footprints, for instance.
Yeah. Tracking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
Make
indication
that
to how this guy died either.
No indication. Just
Yeah.
just the silent scream.
Horror of it.
Yeah. Suddenly, I guess, because and painfully.
Yeah. Fail my tracking.
What are we doing? Tracking?
Tracking?
Well, I just want to look for a little.
I could find a track.
Oh my god, I passed
Oh
it.
my god.
Wow.
Way
Three.
to go,
I rolled a
Finnegan.
3.
Well, check
Finnegan.
your tracking.
Nice. So,
You find a set of tracks. Actually,
Nice.
they are leading from basically from where you were coming to the cabin. They kind of walk around the cabin a couple times, and then they head off deeper into the woods. They look like they were made by boots.
Boots.
Would they maybe look similar to the same
Shall we follow?
blueprints that you saw?
You're going to look at these prints?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
of course.
Give
Everybody
me
look.
give me an idea roll.
Gracious.
My detective skills are
I made
paying
it.
off.
These were made by hobnailed boots, whereas the tracks you saw before were not.
These are made by hobnail boots. Whereas the tracks I saw before were not.
Interesting. Shall we follow them? Because that is my natural tendency.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Let's go, Mr. Finnegan.
I'm going to make a rough approximation on a map of where this cabin probably
Very
is.
good.
Good idea. Good idea.
All of you go ahead. I'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
I call middle. Probably at least one away from him.
We're on our way.
All right.
There's more hot water if you guys need more hot water.
Thank you.
So, following the tracks, they lead you deeper into the woods. The light continues to grow dimmer. As you move away from the cabin, the temperature seems to come up again, though.
Okay.
That's curious.
That is weird.
At one point, you see more fungus, kind of off through the trees, maybe about 10 yards off.
Really?
It's a large patch of livid red fungus smothering a single tree.
I must go look at this.
Okay.
Move
See if
towards
there's maybe
it.
another one of the trees, the oaks.
It could be. It could be something under the fungus.
Yeah.
Like a body.
Well, it looked like it was on a tree.
It's on a tree.
Oh, it's on a tree?
It's smothering the tree so completely that you can't even tell what sort of tree it was.
Was.
Is there any
It's
sort of
dead.
stump nearby then?
This tree is still standing. It's not felled, and the fungus, the mass of fungus, you see these tendrils kind of coming off
Oh, dear.
towards other trees.
Oh, dear.
And
Oh,
in
dear.
fact, this mass of fungus is throbbing
Oh dear.
ever so slightly.
Throbbing.
Oh dear.
Throbbing.
Oh dear.
Give me a sanity roll.
Like Robin's herpes.
I pass.
I want to.
All right, so 0 loss.
Merely an infection of some kind. But look.
I want to shoot it.
Oh my god. Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Do I like
I'm sorry, I just have to log that in my famous last word.
I want to shoot it.
Okay, we do have our ritual daggers. We could always maybe just cut some of it off and see what happens.
Really? You do that? You are a bull.
I would so do that.
I'm like, what
Sort of poke it with a
Sorry.
dagger.
This is the kind of thing I do. I jump.
That's a
over.
good thing.
I'm not probably gonna do it.
Oh, you're just floating the idea.
I would do that. I would so do that in a heartbeat. I'll do it for you.
Give it to Robin.
I'll
He'll
do it for you, Miss So I'm gonna go up to the tree.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, it's throbbing.
You have a little
Young
water.
lady.
Yeah, no, I'm just cleaning it off.
You're just crying. And your sadder characters are gonna die.
I'm
It's
sad for
horrible
you
death.
all.
Because there was so much.
There's so much life. Alright,
Life,
so
and now there's none.
now there's no life. So I am going to go up to the tree and I'm going to start cutting some of the tendrils.
Oh, Robin.
Okay.
Going for it.
They cut easily.
I'm going to cut the other ones.
Okay. You cut all
I
the
want to
tendrils.
see how thick the growth of fungus is on the tree. Like how many inches
You
in.
can feel the sort of rubbery tension pushing against your dagger as you
Like a
as you
body?
stab it in.
Because we
And
practice with dead
You
bodies.
get up to the hilt and you're still going.
Oh no.
I'm gonna keep
And it's a
going.
good like 6-inch.
I'm gonna keep going.
All right. The fungus is starting to envelop your hand.
I want to.
Sit down, Robin. We don't know what's going to be in there. Pull
I
it
wanna
out. Pull it out. Pull it out.
Sir, I want to
Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment.
I wanted to get
Don't
I wanted
touch
to
it.
hit the
Be
trunk.
careful. Touching.
A breeze begins to pick up,
Oh.
I'll withdraw my hand.
Back away. Let's
I'm
back
backing
away.
picking up dead sticks and leaves.
Backing up.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what the game's all about. Wrecking myself.
Recognize it.
What happens if I
Character
poke this
number 3.
repeatedly? Yeah, I know, right?
Gotta be prepared.
All right. So you want to continue following the tracks then?
I say yes.
I say yes.
Is it still throbbing? Even though I stabbed it?
Nothing came out when.
Nothing.
when the,
But I didn't
Awful.
even hit the trunk though.
You didn't hit the
It just
trunk.
kept going. It's all solid mass, probably, of that fungus.
or something living inside of it.
Maybe this would be a good time to like pull out a tarot card or something, see if we can.
Yeah, let's do some cartomancy. Or something.
Cartomancy.
All right. Should I roll for it?
What does
Give me a card
Stanhope
to
think
roll,
of
yeah.
this? Of us bringing out cards?
At
At this point, he's mostly just he's kind of starting to freak out a little bit. So
He's
pass.
messing
You
himself.
pass.
Pass.
You pull the Emperor again.
So
The ruler.
Yeah.
The law. The one who produces order.
So maybe we're coming upon him.
Maybe we're coming on the chief. The chief.
I have an idea.
Chief crazy
I
bear.
have a
Fungus king?
brainwave.
Yes.
Brainwave.
I have a brainwave. Maybe the fungus is the
Emperor fungus. Conqueror worm. Exactly. We are.
It's just a thought I
We
had.
are in the presence of greatness.
Indeed.
Maybe if we compliment the fungus, it'll chill out.
There's some nice throbbing there, Fungus.
You're doing great. Good job there. Nice job, boys.
Fungus, I am Dr. Miles Hume.
Pause for effect.
I welcome our new overlords.
That's right.
Look, I bring you these snacks.
The snack is named Padma.
No.
All right.
This one's nice once you get it out of its package.
Don't mind the wicker.
So, following the tracks or
Yes.
heading back?
Well, what
Oh,
time
the
is it? What time is it?
It's hard to tell. You're in the sort of half. You're in the sort of half
My
light.
pocket watch.
Oh, your pocket watch indicates you've been in the woods for an hour and a half.
That's it.
So it's 1:30.
Oh, let's keep going.
gonna-
We're gonna keep going.
I'm going to tell Stanhope
Just
to
be
buck up a
mindful,
little
it's
bit.
going to take us an equal amount of
Try
time
to-
to get back out.
Right,
So
right.
Try to
don't
bolster
wanna
his
be after
morale a
dark.
little.
All right. So he's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've just never been this deep into the woods before.
I understand.
We can always
and
track our
doctor,
way out.
please.
That's the nice thing about following tracks.
Yes, that's
And
a good
again,
point, sir. That's a
navigation.
good point.
And the navigator.
So I say we still have a good maybe 2.5 hours here.
Sure.
Well, it gets dark by like 4:30 probably.
Okay, so another
Honestly,
hour.
probably like an hour tops because
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of this time's been spent, poking around and stuff. So if you were just making a beeline out, you'd probably do it in about a half hour.
okay.
Okay, so that means you got about another half hour walking before you want to turn back. So you start to walk again. You're following these tracks. The tracks fade in and out. They look like they were made a while ago.
As tracks do.
As they do. They were made a while ago, but every time you're pretty sure you've lost the trail, there's another one. You roll so well with your tracking there.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
very
Thank
good.
you.
Furthermore, you're seeing crosses carved into the trees periodically.
Okay.
So
Are these big crosses, little crosses?
About a foot.
It's pretty big.
Pretty prominent.
Okay,
Yeah.
so not the same little thing that...
They're not the size of the pentagram, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Padma, are you making little sketches of our?
I think so, like sort of tracking our progress in relation to the map as best I can.
Certainly,
And you're
certainly making
marking
notes.
trees, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. So we got
Again, like maybe trying to
We're
figure out where
double
they
up.
are in relation
double
to.
up in that.
What could possibly go wrong? Nothing.
No.
So you've been walking for about 15 minutes when up ahead you spot another building.
Oh,
Really?
This is actually situated in a clearing. It's a squat stone chapel.
St. Michael's.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
let me note on my map.
Yes. Very important map now for the history of the entire area.
Yep. We need to go in there.
Stanhope, look, it's a chapel. My sister said if she wasn't able to find anything in the clearing...
the cottage and the red fungusy tree.
She was going to look for St. Michael's Chapel. And then she said, I regret nothing, and she left.
I didn't think you didn't have a sister, Squire.
Oh, is he getting wise to us?
At this point, though, you're all in it together.
Yes. It was actually a diary that he found later on. Don't you remember the diary?
The diary, that's
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I slipped in the tub. The diary said... She said, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Chapel, regret nothing.
Something.
Red fungusy tree. Regret nothing. All right.
So this, it's a sort of squat utilitarian, sort of Romanesque chapel. Looks sort of medieval in
Yes.
its construction.
Interesting.
History rolls actually to get an idea of just how medieval.
I made it.
Oh, I made it.
I made it. I really made it.
did.
I got a 1.
Oh, I
Check
rolled
your
a
history
3.
and
I rolled a 3.
what the hell? Alright, so Robin and Padma both are aware that this is a very early medieval chapel, like sub-Roman architecture. Yeah. So
He does like to read books about Rome, so...
Yes.
Oh yes, you would.
I do.
Yes, you saw an architectural diagram of a sub-Roman chapel.
Did. It
Book
looked just like this one.
Since we've met,
live by
I've
the
encouraged you
library,
to visit
so-
my library anytime. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
So there are some graves outside the chapel.
Graves, you say?
One looks to have been recently opened.
What?
Dear,
Can we go see what the name on it is?
Yes.
Yes.
It is unmarked. It's just a headstone. It looks
Unmarked
a
grave.
few hundred years old.
Fairly recent, considering.
The interesting thing about the earth around the grave is that it looks like it was pushed back from below.
Oh, get on it down!
At the bottom of the grave lies a rotted wooden coffin.
Oh.
Let's open it, Robin.
Oh, it's open.
Oh.
It was broken
It's
open.
nothing in.
Nothing in
Are
it.
there any artifacts or?
Nope.
And the dead shall walk.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep, that's exactly what it says.
What was the curse?
okay. How's Stanhope doing with this?
Begging your pardon, sir, I'm just going to stand back here.
All right.
Sit down with his head between his knees for a little while.
It's syphilis.
It's
It's the first symptom of syphilis.
Can we check any of the other
syphilis, sir. Have a seat.
headstones just to see if there's anything interesting, any dates
The,
or context there?
Most of them are severely worn or else also unmarked. But the few dates you do see range from the 14th century through the 17th century.
Really?
Can we go inside the chapel?
Yes, of course.
Let's go inside the
Alright.
It's in better condition than the cabin. The roof is still intact.
There's no dead body inside.
You walk in. There's
Sorry.
there are pews, right? It's only like a 20-foot square nave.
Okay.
So there are only a few rows of pews, sort of like the Santuario, right?
Oh, yeah.
There is a body sitting in one of the pews. Sans head.
Oh.
It's just sitting there, no head,
Oh. So
perfectly upright,
a body. Got it.
wearing old clothes. History rolls again.
I don't think you should make him since it was so hot last time. But anyway,
I made it.
I don't make
I
him fail.
really failed that one.
So those of
Not
you
really up on fashion.
those of you
Sturdy the
who
Yes.
made it would date that to around the time of the English Civil War, mid 17th century.
Okay.
No head.
Much like the body in the cottage, though, this one is not in any kind of decomposed state.
Any fungus growing out of
No
this?
fungus.
No fungus. No fungi.
It's just sitting there. Does it look like it's alive?
Do you want to go up and investigate it?
I'm gonna look at it.
Oh, sanity rolls for everyone.
Oh, no. Well, I would say I was waiting for that. I make it.
Fail.
Fail.
Make it.
Celestia loses 3. Padma loses 4.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm gonna approach the body, sir.
Creepy.
Sigh.
Approach, but don't touch.
All right. I'm gonna go up to the body.
The head is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I was wondering who was next to it on the seat.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
You do see on the floor, it's kind of sitting there with the hands sort of like limply positioned at its knees, you know. And you see on the floor between the feet, between the hobnailed boots,
Oh!
Hobnail boots.
Outrage.
is a small, strange metal device. It looks like a compass or pointer device of some kind, set in a saucer with weird words carved around the lip of the saucer.
Weird word.
Compass?
Yeah, like not English, but
Like what
written
kind of,
in
Like the Mason's compass?
no, like a compass, like a directional compass.
Written in our alphabet.
Written in our alphabet, but not English and not any recognizable language.
Occult roll on that?
Give it a
Yeah.
roll, yeah.
No.
Robin comes back with the device.
Check this out. No, I mean, look what I
I
found.
pass. Do I know anything about this?
What is this?
You guys recognize it as a pretty clear example of a device that was used by witch hunters in the 17th century. It's known as a witch finder.
Oh,
Really?
Finder?
with a Y? That's cool.
Fynder.
All
Yeah.
right.
It is actually, yes.
Oh,
A witch finder.
you're joking.
Yeah, supposedly, when you activate a witch finder, the arrow will point you to the nearest witch.
So can maybe
So does
Dr.
it point to
Hume-
all of us?
It
spinning?
It got.
What's the top?
It seems to have been broken when it was dropped.
Can Dr.
It's
Hume maybe
knocked
look
off
at the
of
body
Oh,
to
it's knocked off.
see how the head was removed?
Certainly.
Yes.
Great idea.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that hot medicine roll there.
Celestia might.
Yeah.
Well,
one.
well, but you, okay.
But I suggest Dr. Hume look.
Yeah.
Dr. Hume, why don't you tell us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I failed all that.
Oh my god.
And Celestia
His head
says,
seems to have
I'll
been-
take a look at this.
Generally, people have heads.
This
Apparently,
one
this
doesn't.
man was born without one. It's a
No.
great handicap.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been decapitated by what means you don't know.
Alright then.
There's a further detail.
Yes, please.
At the back of the chapel, a stone slab has been pulled back from the floor.
We're gonna go look inside.
Of course.
Let's go look.
Look, what is it? What is it?
There's a crypt-like space below the floor. A coffin-sized cavity is littered with chunks of shattered stone.
Of course.
This was somebody buried in the church?
Oh, yeah.
I
Must have been
think.
prominently.
Yeah, important people are often buried inside of the building itself.
So this guy was a witch hunter. He was
Yes.
probably looking for black
The hobnailed boot
black
guy?
Annie. Is there any chance of repairing the?
Oh, sure. It's not broken beyond repair. You could, with a set of tools in a couple hours, you could give it a shot. Or take it to someone who has mechanical repair.
What do I have?
Mechanical repair? Do you have anything?
Not mechanical.
I do.
repair.
I can fix it, sir.
Okay.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Yes, we good at
Remember,
something.
we added that because I would have to,
Oh, yeah.
Because I can make things and he can fix them.
I failed.
Yeah, without a set of tools.
I'll try
without a set
again.
of tools,
I'll
it's
try again.
gonna
I'll definitely hang on to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll grab it. And
Yes.
Just
What? What are we grabbing?
The witchfinder.
Oh, yeah. We got that. That's important.
Mechanical repair.
Putting it in your knapsack.
Oh, my rucksack.
Oh my god.
20.
20 out of 20.
All right. So you, see here, Robin. What's your?
Alright, so
You
You probably just whip out your
Remember
little
my
toolkit
last
from your wheelchair.
The last weapon I made
Yeah, exactly.
was a little bit similar.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got some tweezers in your vest pocket, and pull it out, adjust the spring tension, get the mounting back aligned, and soon it's just, the arrow is rotating freely if you spin it, but it's not actually doing anything. But you've repaired
there's no
it,
witches nearby.
so that the arrow.
Or we
will
haven't
actually move.
activated it.
Yes, exactly.
There's one right under us.
So now we have it. No, it's in working order.
Do we know how to activate it? Do we know? No, we just recognize.
You recognize it, yeah.
Okay.
We'll take it with us, and then maybe.
Was there anything else in that crypt space?
No, it's a very small.
Is there any marking on the exterior of the stone that might lead us to believe who was emerged from this sepulchre?
Let's see here.
idea.
There was an inscription carved on the stone, but having been shattered, it's no longer legible. It was pulverized. It looks like someone took a sledgehammer to it.
Oh boy.
From which direction?
Outside.
Alright. Well, that's a relief.
Okay.
We look for tracks.
Yeah.
Always give me a
Yeah.
tracking roll.
Looking for tracks. Always.
Alright.
Always looking for tracks. I feel like, as usual.
Fail.
No, fail.
Are there any interesting iconography pieces or anything weirdball in the carvings of the interior of the church?
There's just the standard sort of kairos and early Christian symbology. Nothing.
Out of place.
No
Actually,
legends?
you do spot something.
I do.
I'm sorry. Above the door, as you're on your way out, you spot a carving, probably that was mounted later after the chapel was initially constructed. But it's something you are all aware of because it's just a bit of British folklore. It's a architectural feature called a Sheila na gig.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those of you who don't know what a Sheila na gig is, that is a carving of an emaciated woman, basically reaching around and holding open a oversized vulva. and sort of staring out with these hollow eyes.
I actually have a picture of it.
Excellent.
Can I get
Go
one?
grab.
This will creep everyone out royally.
Please do.
I'm already kind of creeped out.
Yeah.
What's the symbology there?
No one really knows. They're a feature of English country churches dating back to the Middle Ages. They're in Ireland and England, and they're often touched for good luck as you walk out of the chapel.
Touch the giant emaciated vulva.
Exactly.
That's right.
Good luck.
Yes, and no one really knows what their symbology is. You're all especially aware of them because actually during your time period, during the Victorian era, there was a campaign underway by a lot of moral hygiene types to
Get rid
chisel
of
them
it.
out of the chapels.
Or at least take the vulva out of the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
It's creepy.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's disturbing.
It's intense.
Quite. Yeah. That's, wow.
But
One of
the
the-
carvings
Or that.
Simplified.
The carvings can actually be almost like abstract, surreal. You know, like they're so abstracted that unless you know what it is,
don't really
you might
know what you're looking
This
at.
one's more on the quote realistic scale, but it's still
Like
like
that.
sort of early medieval. Yeah, early medieval.
deck.
It's a good deck.
So... Oh, hi, face.
All right.
Only booze.
So that's a good clue, actually.
So that
I
is
think that's a great
it's
clue.
a really big clue. And what was I going to say? I thought of something when we were in there.
Let's all touch the Sheila McGig as we walk out.
No, thank you.
No, I'm actually on one of those moral hygiene committees. I'm going to come back here with a hammer and chisel later.
Yep. It's a little out of my reach. Just say that.
A little out of my reach.
You have to hop forward. And
Yeah.
Not that
Give
superstitious.
her a high five.
yeah.
All right.
A low five?
Your business, you.
All right.
Yeah. So that's what we see before leaving.
Yes.
Does that is that? I think that's helpful in terms of the date of the chapel.
No,
Well-
it's addition.
Yeah, it looks like it was an
It's
addition.
newer.
It's
I
newer.
already identified the date.
It was glued to the top.
It was set in. Yeah, it was set in. It
Well,
replaced.
now it's glue.
It replaced the original.
Well,
the original capstone.
So it sounds like it's pretty common and therefore not...
Not of
It's
particular.
relatively common, especially out in these country churches.
Yeah, so it's not like...
So it's not.
It's not like indicative of, I don't know, anything highly unusual. It sounds
no,
like it's...
no.
All right.
It's not like a... Yeah.
Say an upside down pentagram.
Yeah.
Sure.
Symbol
right.
of general mischief,
Or
mayhem, and black
some
magic.
symbol you've never seen before.
Sure.
Yeah.
All
right.
Okay.
Great.
Is that the only thing of note then?
Well, this was the second
Yes.
card that was in the deck in my room. Like I thought I'd have to look through all of
It
the
was
cards.
just-
It's like right there. Oh,
Very good. What was the first card?
I should find it. I think it was let me get it. Let me get it. Just in case.
Well, maybe significant.
It says Celtic folklore applies the term Sheilas to whores in some areas, midwives in others. Another piece of Celtic folklore suggests that a woman's vagina holds great supernatural power and that a woman could chase away a devil by exposing her genitals to the beast. In some places, it is believed that touching the vulva of the Sheila as one passes through the doorway beneath her brings good luck.
The air nice.
Wow.
Crisis.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Good times. All right.
All right.
Ah,
Just wanted to ramp it up to MC17.
All right.
I told you it was a hard R.
It's a hard R. All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
So we're making our way out of the chapel.
Are we following the hobnail tracks?
Yes.
That ended at the chapel.
Back.
So you're going to
okay.
backtrack.
oh,
Yes. Very
although,
good.
No.
well, I was going to say, we were...
We're in the woods.
Yeah.
What,
Shall we?
what were you going to say?
I don't know, I'm trying to figure out
Good thing
probably
through
where we are, like, in
Yeah.
relation to...
everything
I don't know
else.
how we... In relation to everything else, in relation to, like, the Five Oaks.
Well, what does the map
Oh.
say?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of, like, how would I
You
figure
give me a navigate at half your skill.
I would bet we're right where we ought to be.
I'm way make it.
Yeah.
God.
Check the navigator good already. Yeah, you figure this chapel is dead center between the Five Oaks.
Okay.
So here it is.
Wow.
Saint.
We're in the center.
St.
We're
Michael's.
St.
looking
Michael's.
for-
St. Michael's.
Center of the pentagram.
Okay.
And there's a body that was exhumed.
That's right.
From the chapel and in the graveyard.
Two bodies.
Two
Everything's
bodies. Headless body.
Lots of bodies.
Only 2 bodies.
Fungus body.
That's right, that's fine. The Witchfinder thingy.
Witchfinder, which was left, like broken.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah, the fact that it was broken.
Well, it could have just been, but it looks like it might have just been broken from him dropping it.
Yeah.
Oh, could
I
be.
guess
Yeah, I
maybe-
mean, Oswald was able to fix it with just a little.
Yeah, it wasn't like maybe deliberately smashed out of
By
rage.
Yeah.
So
But maybe it was, but I think it was like an accident that, like on that same point, it was like an accident that happened after
In the process of being decapitated.
of something happened. Yeah, exactly. Like he dropped it as he was bought.
Where's the head?
As his head, as he was, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I mean, I kind of envisioned like he was hunting for maybe Black Annie, and he's like, I don't know where she is. And,
A very Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
And then the thing fell out of his hand.
This adventure was written in 1993, though, so it predates the game.
Okay.
Door. What was that all
Trying to get the
about?
bona fides in.
All right.
Okay, so
Who's
really,
stealing from who? That's all I'm saying.
we're in the center.
Right, we are. This is the center.
Where do we go from here? I mean,
Well, what time is it? Has it been about a half hour? So we
It
should
has
head
been
back.
about a half hour, so if you want to
We need
make
to
it out
head
before
out.
dark.
We need
Okay.
to get out of here.
All right, so no sounds.
All
I
right.
recommend that we leave soon.
All right. Unfortunately, Stanhope, we haven't found my sister. We may have to return.
Well, you know the way, sir. So
Yeah, exactly.
I do have a map now, so we don't really need a guide anymore.
Yeah, he's absolved of all any sort of obligation.
All right.
If we get out alive, then he never has to look at us again.
Remember you in my memoirs.
So we're heading our way back.
Okay. So you do manage to make it out in a half hour, just beelining it out of
Oh,
there.
thank God.
The light overhead in the canopies is still, kind of a half light. The sun's going down, but is not set yet. And then, as you get towards the edge of the wood, it's like a light switch or a gas lamp switch got turned, and it's night.
Oh dear.
You're all quite hungry. It feels like it's been hours since you've eaten.
Land of Fae.
Yeah.
Oswald, Dr. Hume, you got a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow.
No!
Spontaneously.
Oh no! Wait, did I?
No, you didn't.
Did I?
Not yet, Rob.
Don't grow a beard yet.
No.
Not for you.
Yeah, Dr. Hume has a full beard. He's like, if I don't shave 3 times a day.
The burdens of being a man.
A man.
So, so wait, so what the heck? Wait,
So
how much?
looking at your pocket watch, it still says 3:45. Wow. But it is clearly nighttime.
Where's the nearest?
But nighttime on what day?
Well, let's-
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
gonna
what I
do.
It's Christmas Day.
There's a jet flying overhead.
I wish.
Sanity rolls, please.
Wow.
I don't see anything.
Jen did have a character stranded 85 years in the future.
Yeah.
She's still alive.
She's still there. She was the only one who survived with her sanity intact.
She was
but she was just
in
flung forward into the
San
future.
Francisco.
In San
I'm living
Francisco.
Modern day
in the
San
park.
Francisco, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the park.
Yeah, that's
I
the only
carried
way to do
The
it.
dead body of my co-adventurer on my back.
Yeah, it can get to that point. Yeah, you know. I'm gonna leave now.
Oh no.
You're good.
No, we're good.
We're probably back.
Like,
All right, let's look
Probably. On the bright side, everyone's dead.
Well, since we're
on the right side, the blacks are no more.
No problem there.
Oh, jeez.
Well-
That solved itself, didn't it?
I was saying,
Hey, is Lily's leg healed?
first, yeah, we should. If we're in the vicinity, we should go check on Lily and see.
Well, where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
You're where you
Back
where
in
you
town?
intended to be.
All
You're-
right.
You're north
Just
of the Five
later.
Oaks Inn.
All right.
So it's like a mile.
Stanhope kind of looks around. He's like, well, no need for payment, sir. Starts like running back to the Five Oaks.
Thank you, Stanhope.
Oh, Stanhope and your simple wisdom. You're the brightest of us all.
All he knows is that he knows nothing, and that makes him the wisest man. Beck Green.
Oh Jesus!
So, okay.
So let's go into the pub and find out what year it is.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Actually, the
yes.
Hunter's Lodge is
After that.
It's
actually
just right.
closer. It's a half mile from you.
Yeah.
Okay, right then.
Yeah.
fair
Let's
enough.
go there.
Let's have a beer and
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long are these beards?
No,
That's just 5
it's
o'clock
just
shadow.
5 o'clock shadow,
stubble.
It's like we've been out for the whole day.
Yeah.
Right,
Instead
okay.
of
We're hungry.
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, Hunter's Lodge or 5 Oaks Inn?
I say Hunter's Lodge.
Fair
Whichever's
enough.
closest.
Because
fine. Whatever
Josephine
close-
is in full facilities. She'll know.
She will.
Stanhope's gonna want a little time alone with his friends.
It's
we don't want to fucking.
with his friends 5 Oak Ale and 5 Oak Beer. So
Maybe some Five Oak whiskey.
that's a 5 Oak whiskey. After a while, yeah. So you tromp overland to Hunter's Lodge. You see a couple windows on the ground floor, a light from a merry fire in the fireplace. Knocking on the door. Josephine answers the door, ushers you all in. You find Lily inside, doped up still.
Ailing. My telegram. Has anyone sent my telegram? Any word back from the doctor?
We did send it. We haven't received word back yet.
Okay.
Josephine, we've had an amazing adventure in the woods. I know this may sound strange, but would you mind telling us what day it is?
That sounds very strange indeed, but it is the Saturday the 17th.
Of
1894?
I mean, if she's still waiting in the cabin.
Saturday the 17th?
Yeah, it was the 17th.
Oh, it was.
We
okay.
picked up on the night of the 16th.
So a few days, a few hours have passed.
Hours.
What month? March or
March.
April?
Yeah, she's looking a little alarmed at this
Yeah.
point. March? God, I gotta quit this gig too.
I should have left on
Oh,
the train.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, just making sure.
Just making sure you knew what day it was.
Yeah, that was a test for you.
Yes. So,
And
do
you
we
passed.
have. So we're there. Is there food? Is there any food?
Yes, Josephine was preparing some food for Lily anyway.
Well done.
She's
We're gonna
preparing a mutton soup.
We're eating food.
Oh.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah.
It's quite gamey in the house.
All right.
Mr. Northcote departed for London earlier.
Did he say anything when he left?
Leave a note.
No, he left some spending money so I can pick up some food from the market.
Oh, good night.
Said he'd write a letter, check in a week.
Okay.
You know, I just wouldn't leave under those circumstances. That's.
Oh, I know. It's
I'd be
very
like,
dark.
I just met you and I don't know you at all, and
Adios.
Well,
Here's my house.
Mr. Black is Mr. Northcote's solicitor. I'm sure he knows.
Mr. Black. Mr. Northcoast.
I'm sure he believes he could vouch for us.
Yes, he.
Plus his fellow order members, even if he was a former order member.
well, we'll see what the scoop is on Northcote.
True.
Okay.
Just saying, it's not
Yeah, you're right.
out
It's
of bounds of reason to believe that he would
not- Indeed.
trust us.
Barely.
True. So, can we camp here for the night?
Totally.
Mr. Finnegan? Can we camp here for the night? Do you want me to set up your bed stuff? Okay. That's what I have to do.
I was already
Yeah, now I gotta
there,
work
so-
after that whole day. Alright, so I'm gonna set up Mr. Finnegan's little
Right.
rest area.
Well, you guys already had your rest area set up. You guys stayed here
Well, I'm
before.
gonna tidy it up. I got it.
tidy it up.
Come
yeah,
on,
sure,
man.
sure. Shake out the sheets and
Yeah,
everything.
just get a cup
Don't
of
want to
tea.
get any bed sores or anything weird.
No, just get them all sorted. Bed sores, apparently.
Turn him.
Yeah.
What's the maid's name?
Josephine.
Josephine. Okay. I'll ask Josephine to serve me, please. I don't know. What I mean.
Hang out.
Sleep.
Is there
Shall
no
we-
space?
Shall we
Yeah. Well, with Northcote gone, someone can sleep in his bed.
discuss the plan for tomorrow?
Yes.
I say Merlin's kitchen.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
caves.
Yep.
As
I think
do I.
we-
Bright and early.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Extra
We'll drop
butter.
by, pick up the telegrams, see if there's anything there.
Good thinking.
Head out
Yeah.
to the caves.
Yes.
Right, sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
No distractions.
Do we need to buy some gear before we go in the caves, you think?
Ooh, good question.
Kind of beer.
Well, I've only got a shotgun.
Well, we're in
I mean,
the
we're always
Hunter's Lodge.
prepared.
There's a good chance that Northcote has
Rope and picks.
supplies
Okay.
in his.
So we should rifle through
I mean, he's
Yeah.
living near the
There's
woods.
belongings.
Yeah, you could maybe get a felling axe
that's
and
not
some
bad.
rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're always prepared, so.
Yeah.
Right.
What if we could find a guide to take us through the cave?
Oh god.
Not at the Stanhope
that.
Center.
That word's gonna get around.
And I think we
been
did
at
a
the
good
bar
job
for
as it
hours.
was. So.
Yeah, okay. We don't
He's
want
gonna
to
be
push
at the bar
that.
all
No.
night.
I don't like when you
talking about.
Did I mention my cousin?
Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
My beloved cousin, also a botany student.
Strange.
A geologist.
Oddly.
Fond of spelunking. And
Yes. Things.
she said, I'm going into that cave. Damn you.
Wow.
Regret nothing.
Nothing.
So we're gonna sleep. We're gonna get up.
Okay.
We're going to sleep.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. Everyone is sleeping, snoozing away in their beds.
We have our witch device. Is it activated?
No, we don't know how to activate it.
Like Jade said.
How do we find out how to activate it?
We need to figure that out too.
Yeah.
We can take it to the librarian.
The
Yeah.
librarian might know. Maybe the priest would know.
Yeah. Oh.
What do you think?
I don't know if the priest would know. I mean, it's so old.
Yeah, I think the librarian would be a better shot.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so
Or
maybe
even
you guys
maybe the
could,
Yeah,
antiquarian.
you might have a book.
maybe you guys could
Do
do
you
that.
know
while-
how it works?
Yeah. Hey.
Maybe?
All the time.
Maybe.
Yeah. No idea.
Okay.
You've only heard of them.
Because
It's, you know.
yeah, it just might be nice to take with us if we're gonna.
Sure.
Who knows?
That's a great idea.
We have it. Might as well use it if possible.
Yeah, we've got a witch fighting device. We're looking for a witch.
You do.
Yes.
Alright.
All right. Well, I guess
Sleep.
we should sleep.
Snoozing.
Okay, just look at something here.
Like, there's more than one roll coming. What's going on?
I know, I don't know what the hell he's doing back there. Plotting out your work week.
Yes.
I'm getting goosebumps right now.
Balancing his checkbook.
Just balance my checkbook while you sit around and get nervous.
Get scared.
Yeah, exactly.
Pause for effect.
Okay, so we were all preparing for bed.
Didn't even get into our beds. Damn it.
Nope.
Merely preparing.
Okay, I keep Opal with me at all
we
times.
didn't check out our
Certainly.
fairy traps. Anyway,
Oh yeah, our fairy traps. Well, I think night. We have to have for night to fall,
those.
and then
we'll find out. Yeah.
yeah.
Check
In the
it out
morning.
In the morning.
So
I mean, we have to
fairy
go check
traps,
telegrams
library.
anyway.
By the way, guys, we should check the fairy traps in the morning too. Hit it.
All right, so
And that's your cue.
Celestia,
Yes.
you are in the one of the downstairs guest rooms, preparing for bed.
It's a humble room.
Looking out the window, you see a wind sort of blowing the tops of the oak wood, picking up.
This is usually a very soothing sight for me. I love looking at that.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah. Well, and that in and of itself is not disturbing, but you can see closer to you see a breeze. The breeze is sort of kicking up leaves and branches. You're reminded of watching Robin when he was fiddling with the red fungus and how
Fiddling?
and how it was kicking up the branches and leaves around him.
Oh, a force. An unseen force, one of many.
But now the branches and leaves seem to be like sort of coalescing together,
The Green Man?
sort of forming into a humanoid shape.
Oh no.
Oh, I fear something's happening. Do I let out a cry? Ah!
Probably because it's running towards you. It shatters the window.
Oh my god.
It launches itself at you with hands of claws like broken branches and thorns and thistles. Let's see here.
Oh my gosh.
Call for a torch.
Okay.
If she's screaming,
It's you all hear a scream.
Robin.
Give me a sand roll, please.
check on Celestia.
Fail?
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
I don't
lose
think you could-
3 sand
Alright.
points.
as the thing scratches at you, but it doesn't manage to do you any bodily harm before it disintegrates.
Oh. Just as I was going to fling my lantern.
Exactly. So, and then Robin and anyone else who came running burst in the door, and Celestia's standing there like.
I'm shaking my grief.
Yeah.
Look at the floor. It was once in the shape of a man.
Now.
Are you sure?
Those of you looking see nothing. There's nothing on the floor.
There's no
branches.
Is the
window is solid.
Oh.
Wow.
I've been visited by the phantasm of people.
Great.
Wow.
Or the forest, maybe it's just misunderstood.
You've been at the morphine again, haven't you?
I mean, to have Robin cutting off all its tendrils. Don't know, ouch, what those were.
But do you recall the way the leaves and twigs moved near the fungus? I'm telling you, it busted through the window. Through the window that is now intact.
Huh.
So this is what you saw.
Nah, this is what occurred. And yet now.
I believe you. I believe you, ma'am.
I'm sorry you had that experience, Celestia. I believe you believe.
What are we to do if the forest itself rises against us?
Well, I think we need to get to the cave and get to the bottom of this.
Are there any rooms without windows in which we could hide?
A pantry?
No.
Maybe this is all.
Okay. What time? This is before we went to bed.
Yeah, it's around bedtime, so whatever that is for you
9
guys.
o'clock or something.
9, 10, whatever.
All right. So we are. I'm gonna go get her a cup of tea.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the kitchen and get her something to calm down.
Okay.
Here you go, ma'am.
Well, thank you.
I'll try to talk her. I'll try to calm her down a little.
I'm perfectly calm. I'm perfectly calm.
Do you want me to make a psych roll for that? Or
I'm
okay.
puzzled.
Well, I need my psych roll.
Alright, excellent.
She's calm but addled. Presume.
Well, a classic horror movie, someone would go outside.
That's right. You're
Check it
right.
out. Yeah.
I'll go check it out for you, ma'am. Oh God! I run out there.
Robin, no!
Oh, let him.
Too late.
He's been trying to do this for days.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
just
go
look
out
at his
there and
sense
check.
of childlike
and just look
wonder.
outside the window and just see.
No
There's
sign
nothing.
of any disturbance whatsoever.
Is there any breeze or wind?
Nope,
or
there's no wind. It's a still night.
All right.
Alrighty then. Chalk that up to
Come back
another.
in. Strange.
Another strange.
Thank you, Robin.
You're welcome.
Times such as these, one must surely have bad dreams.
On that ominous note, we go to bed.
Yes, off to bed.
Yay.
Until sometime around 3 or 4 in the morning, when there is a loud banging on the front door
Oh,
of the
God.
Hunter's Lodge.
Oh Jesus!
Someone's at the door.
I'm gonna jump up. I'm a servant.
Yeah.
That's my
jump up.
natural instinct.
Yeah.
So me and
We
Josephine
wouldn't
probably.
use the
Yeah, Josephine.
They both ran to the door.
You're both pulling your robes on.
Yeah. What the hell?
All right.
Open
I'll
it
grab
up.
Opal and go wait for these guys to open the door.
All right. So Robin, you open the door. Josephine looking over your shoulder. It's Dr. Winthorpe,
Oh.
actually.
Unexpected.
Yes.
What are you doing here,
He
sir?
looks most disturbed.
Oh,
I must
God.
I must come and talk to you all about Mr. Black.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Black. All right, so we're gonna. Sorry.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we'll let him in.
Okay. Gather in the parlor.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I wake up. Mr. Finnegan, Dr.
Well,
Winthrop's here.
My chair, boy.
Knock on the door.
I've got one of those robes.
no mood to walk.
All right. So you all convene.
Yes.
Dr. Winthorpe says, Mr. Black told me that you are all working for him on a matter of grave importance,
Yes.
and that he would like me to convey a message to you.
At 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I know.
Indeed.
What the hell?
Say on.
This is outside of my medical experience. It is a blasphemy.
Oh.
What?
But had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would not have believed it.
Oh God.
I received a frantic call from Mr. Black 2 hours ago, telling me that his dog had come back to him. Initially, I didn't know what he was babbling about, but when I came to his house, I found the animal in a state of such physical harm that it should have, by all rights, been dead. And yet it was sitting at the foot of his bed, wagging its tail and begging his attention.
I'm sad.
What was wrong with the dog? How
Its
did it
neck was broken. Its intestines were eviscerated.
Poor puppy.
I chopped it up myself and buried it out back.
It was still alive when he was...
It continued to bark at me even as I chopped it into pieces.
Did it die
That's a
eventually?
disturbing thing to have to know.
It is incredibly disturbing. And I'll have no more of it. And I will speak no more of it. But I did promise Mr. Black to convey the news to you all.
Oh dear God.
All right.
That's not good.
Good night.
Oh,
With that,
shit,
he
he's
sweeps
out of
from the
there.
room.
Poor little
I'm gonna
dog.
close the door.
Yes.
Too bad we might have gotten to follow, or been able to follow it wherever it came from.
I know.
Well,
Although with that music, I don't know if that's
Good music.
That's don't follow music.
Don't follow anything ever music. Alright, so, that's disturbing.
yeah. Well, I think this will all make more sense in the morning. Good night.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go get drunk.
so.
Mr. Black.
I know. That's awful. Awful thing.
Oh, now he was alone in the house.
Oh no.
I think we need to head over there. Mr. Finnegan, what do you think?
I think we should sleep.
Yeah, I mean, if we go over there, we're gonna go to the caves all exhausted, and
Yeah.
We have to check those fairy
we do have to
traps.
check on him.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going to check on him in the morning, but...
He did
We're gonna
harm
go over
us.
there anyway.
I mean, we are here to try and save his like.
You know, yeah, it's kind of.
That's kind of the point.
Yes.
okay.
Because Dr. Winthrop is going back, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there would be at least a carriage.
I suppose we've gotten about 6 hours of sleep, right?
You can do it.
Okay, 6 hours. All
Big
right,
push.
fine.
Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Gotta go.
Give me some clean underwear.
Honestly, Josephine can still stay with Lily, obviously, so
Put them on for
she's
you.
alright.
Yeah, definitely. Lily's taken care of.
Alright, so off we go to the Black House.
All right.
Put on
Okay.
the carriage with.
So, yes, you flag down Dr. Winthrop before his carriage driver can pull away.
Sir!
And you all pile in. Fortunately, he's in a larger carriage, so you're able to all squeeze in.
I'm sure I can sit on someone's lap.
Somewhat uncomfortable, but it's only 10 minutes.
Probably Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, hi!
He's watching.
Hope we make it through this carriage ride.
Hopefully the road's not too bumpy.
I'm scared.
It's very bumpy.
I'm so screwed.
I'm off to the
She's the one getting screwed.
off to the side, only on one leg. No lap action.
That is too bad.
Nah, I'm 16 though. Come on. Alright.
I'm not gonna feel anything. Sorry.
No.
That was great.
Yeah, Jesus. Alright, so we make our way.
All right, so you get back to Helmston. The carriage takes you past the Sycamore Street and drops you off at the Black House. It is dark when you arrive.
The house is
The
dark?
house is dark when you arrive.
Okay.
But
Was it like this when you left, sir?
you asked the doctor.
Dr. Winthrop.
I assume Mr. Black is doing his
Returned.
best to catch and shut out of this one.
No
Okay.
more.
Alright.
Not anymore. We're here.
We're here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we have any more traps,
Scooby
maybe
Gang
setting
is
some
here.
around where they buried the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So we get into the
Check those
house.
things out.
Yeah.
You can sleep while we look for things.
Ringing the bell. 5 minutes later, Mr. Black answers it in his robes. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pull you out of bed this hour. But he looks terrible. He's haggard. You know, he's been crying. You know.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. So,
Awful.
I'll pull him aside and try and calm him down.
give me a psychology.
Okay. I made it.
Excellent. Yeah, you speak some words of comfort to him.
These things
Inexplicably.
Yes, exactly. Your dog goes missing, and 5 days later it comes back to life, and so, yeah.
All right.
Well.
Worked out well, though. Expect a bill from someone named Barney.
Oh my god.
Yes, it all worked out in the end. Good day.
So we're gonna check our traps.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
While Dr. Hume is comforting Mr. Black,
Yes, we simply
Robin goes
command.
under the house
Yeah.
to check the traps.
Yes, I do.
Intrepid.
Okay, the
I
intrepid
got
Robin.
to.
it's still dark. I think you should take something with you this time.
Yes, you'll be in pitch darkness if you don't
Oh,
take the light
that's
with you.
true. Oh, I have my matches.
You can grab a candle from
Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get a
let's
candle.
Yeah.
Stove
All right.
can.
I'll come out with you with my gun just in case.
Yeah.
So I go back and holding the crown and holding my candle.
Alrighty. So you
Check out the traps.
belly crawl under the house. You go to each of the points where you set the traps. You find unspring trap after unspring trap. Give me a luck roll.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's over. No.
No.
You can push it. Maybe.
I'm gonna push that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder.
Go for it.
I mean, it could be something as simple as
I failed.
There you go.
you accidentally put your hand on a trap and like break a finger or something
And I
like
think
that.
that's what we'll do.
I broke a finger.
Like you accidentally put your hand on a
Yeah.
trap, Crown.
No.
You take 2 points of damage from a trap springing on your hand. And yeah, you sprained a couple fingers.
Sprained.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
Oh, my hand. Oh.
Get out here.
All right.
Get out here.
I'll-
I'll take care of that. Let me do some first aid. Yeah.
I need help, sir.
Oh my god.
Oh, so close to a fumble.
Yeah.
Maybe Celestia should help out with that one.
Okay, can I try?
Yeah, you can give it a shot.
I need some help.
Nobody's asked the doctor.
And I pass.
Oh.
All right.
We know from experience.
So Celestia rubs a healing balm on your hand inside the house, and you get 2 points back.
Okay, good.
It's a wash.
Carriage ride, the hand rub.
I know.
Exciting night.
Robin's
many
growing up
feelings.
tonight.
This is awesome.
Suddenly you really know what it means to be a 16-year-old boy.
Mr. Finnegan, I feel so confused.
I'll
gonna sleep
explain it.
now.
I'll explain it later.
Sometimes my pants are tighter than others.
Oh God.
Okay.
Going to sleep.
So, Mr. Black's calmed down. Your traps didn't work. Anything else?
Wow,
you guys
Yeah,
wanna
it
do?
didn't work.
Didn't
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
That was
Well.
it, really.
You're all staying at Black House.
Pentagram.
though, tonight.
Okay.
Ritual for the poor
Yeah.
I
dog.
was
Over the dog's
thinking something
grave?
should be done.
Yeah.
Ritual for the dog.
If it was
sure.
still barking when.
I know, it's really awful.
Okay.
If it were a person,
Yeah.
dog. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I know. Talk to that guy about it.
No.
I told you hard R.
I-
At least you guys weren't there to witness it.
That's the main thing. That's true. That could have happened.
Sand loss on that one was pretty juicy.
Way.
can imagine.
That was a lucky
Yeah,
break.
it was.
Okay.
So,
let's see.
Question: in Jacob Black's room where he is sleeping, are there pentagrams everywhere?
Yes, there's pentagrams in every room of the house.
I'm gonna take some bed sheets and tack them up so the man can get some rest without staring at pentagrams and everything.
wow,
Whatever,
that's
fair
very
enough.
It's awful.
That's absurd
Awful.
to suffer through that.
Okay, and you're all going to hit the hay. So remember, there were just the 2 guest rooms, so the ladies in one and the men in the other, unless anyone wanted to sleep somewhere else.
I think there's just
I don't think I can
the
sleep.
2 of us.
I can't sleep. There's no way I'm sleeping. I'm
Yeah.
not sleeping.
I'll share my opium with you.
Oh no.
Don't be started on that.
After the case. After the case, we'll have.
This does give you a bonus to your
So
sand
much.
a bunch of
So much opium.
Sand?
rolls. Yeah,
Sand?
bonus to sand.
I was just gonna say, I think I might want to partake in that.
If anyone wants to share some hookah.
Yeah.
You're all going to get loaded before you go to bed.
Hey man, it's been a
you
rough
said,
day.
you said opium.
acting all
I saw the
weird.
poor dog in my head again and went, opium
yeah.
sounds good.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
It'll make us sleepy. It'll work
I
for a
can't
couple of
say-
hours.
I agree. I can't sleep
You sold
either.
me.
Yeah.
You sold
I mean,
me
I'm
on
up.
Plus, you don't have to smoke a ton. A puff or 2, you'll feel better. Trust me.
Oh,
This is how I sail.
there is a logistical problem, which is that the women's room does have a
a double bed, so 2 people can fit in it. But the men's guest room is just a twin. So you 3 guys will have to slap fight over who gets the bed.
Well, I'll sleep in Josephine's old room.
My chair folds out.
Okay. Okay. I'll take the bed.
All right.
But I can't sleep anyway. I can't sleep.
So you'll be down in the parlor smoking your meerschaum pipe and like looking out the window.
Yes.
Damn right I will.
Like a guppy.
Okay, so for the next
Surrounded by glowing pentagrams.
4 hours, anyone who partakes of Padma's opium gets a +10 to their sanity check.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For how long?
Happening.
For the next 4 hours.
4 hours.
I'm smoking.
But you're going to be immobilized for 2 of those hours.
Oh wow! I'm not taking any of that, sir.
And everyone make a luck roll who takes it.
Ooh.
Made it.
I made it.
Ooh, barely.
Fail.
I made it.
Fail.
Taking some too?
Yeah.
All right. Your constitution does not agree with it. You take a hit point of damage
Okay.
Wow.
from
Sorry, gentle lady.
not you.
I've been smoking
pretty
this since I
severe
was
nausea.
Teeny tiny.
teeny tiny girl myself.
Okay, so everybody's off in their various
La la land.
umbras.
Hopefully for the next 2 hours we'll be doing
Sleeping.
Just
At the very least, it'll make
staring
you
out the
like
window. I
chill
am
out.
totally immobilized. I can't do anything.
You're not going to be more disturbed
All I
or.
can do is smoke my pipe.
That feels good.
Yes.
So, Dr. Hume,
Yes, sir.
you've been in your sort of opium days, sleeping a dreamless sleep. But then you start to have a dream of like sound.
Dream of sound.
A dream of sound where you're just hearing like clinking noises, like blink, blink, blink. It's very odd.
Blacksmith?
Kind of want to hear.
Or like dripping something?
No, like metallic, like maybe
Like a
nails,
tiny, tiny
like
hammering?
nails being like small nails being
Like
driven in by tiny hammers.
Tiny hammers doing disgusting evil things.
Exactly.
Things that would be frightening and horrifying if I was aware of them.
You wake up. The bedclothes are tight over you. You realize the covers have been nailed to the bed frame.
Oh my god!
As you're realizing this in the sort of half light, it's sort of pre-dawn light, so there's just the slightest gray light coming in through the window. You see a leather belt kind of arc over your face and like kind of land over your chin, and then something pulls from both sides and pulls your mouth open.
Okay, I'm gonna shout
I've actually had that happen.
as much.
I'm not very freaked out by it.
Every time that happens, you get kind of scared. Just relax. It's gonna happen one way or another.
So, as this is all happening,
Can I scream? Can I make noise?
Right.
Yeah.
So sort of simultaneously to the belt tightening and you preparing to scream, you see black, like pitch black figures looming up in front of you, like standing on your chest. They're about 4 inches tall, human-shaped but featureless, with long, sinewy arms. One is holding a rusty pair of pliers. So give me a sanity roll first before you can scream.
Okay, I have to
That all
go.
sounds real to me.
Oh shit! I
Are you,
failed.
do we
You
need to
failed?
pause?
Alright.
Make the
I
point.
know I was right on it. 67.
You made it. You made it. You
Okay,
can't push
nice.
sanity.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You made it. So you lose 1 point,
Okay.
nonetheless.
Okay. I lose 1 for that?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Opium.
It feels unreal. You're not even sure. Maybe it was an opium-induced hallucination, but you can still scream if you like.
Yes, I'd like to scream.
Alright. I'll need listen rolls from everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I did not make it.
I really didn't make
failed.
it.
Fail.
Fuck you!
None of it
You see the one with the pliers leaning in, and the pliers disappearing into your mouth. You feel them clamping over one of your molars, and the tooth begins to pull out. Alright? Another round of listen rolls.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I made.
Oh my
no!
God.
I failed.
Failed.
Big fail.
Everybody failed again?
They pull another
Can we
tooth.
push? Can we push a lesson?
No, again? run?
If you,
Oh my god.
yeah, this, go for it.
Okay, I passed that time.
I fail again.
I really failed.
Okay.
I am just.
So finally, Oswald, you're down.
Yeah, I was
Hello, is that shouting? with the third tooth, you lose 1 hit point.
oh my god.
Like dentistry was terrible back then. This is normal.
Just do a sneak attack in the middle of the night.
No.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Alright, I'm just rolling for how many teeth you want.
We have to start
Okay, so yeah, he starts yelling
because
for me.
I can't move. I'm pretty incapacitated.
He's
Yeah,
yelling.
I'm like,
So I hear.
You hear him yelling, yeah.
Okay, so I run to him. Yes, Mr. Finnegan. What
if
can
you
I?
hear that yelling, go upstairs. It sounds male.
I'm gonna go
Dr. Hume.
It might not sound male.
Coming from Padma's room.
So I'm gonna run into Dr. Hume's room. Dr. Hume.
Okay, but so that's gonna take
Yeah, that'll take a little time.
Another round.
Yeah, at
there.
least.
So another tooth comes out.
Oh, 4 teeth.
4 teeth.
Oh my god.
Oh my
These are
god.
molars.
They're all molars.
There's like they took 2 molars. They took one
this
of
is
the
creepy as hell.
incisors.
Incisor?
You know.
Oh my god.
You're smart.
So
It's all jacked.
you, yes.
Nobody's gonna trust me now.
I'm just imagining
So-
you smiling the next day.
Huge gaps in his mouth. You burst into the room and you see Dr. Hume lying in, the covers nailed to the bed with a belt
I do
over
see
his
this.
mouth and these black figures pulling teeth out of. Yes, this is not a hallucination. This is actually
I'm like,
happening.
Everybody else gets hallucinations.
Just the roll of the dice, man.
Alright, so I
Fan roll.
I'm
by the way.
yeah, I'm stunned. I make it.
Amazing.
Okay, let me
Steely
see.
resolve.
Yeah, very steely.
Some new kind of vermin.
Let's see here.
What is this?
Hold on a
Alright.
second. Let me see if you lose anything for. No, you don't lose anything. So yeah, so it's just
Pull the
like
teeth off.
got blood all over his mouth. And there's these two creatures, and then
Can I grab them?
there's like a few more sort of crouched on the covers, and they look around at you with their black featureless
Nothing.
faces.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for them.
All right.
See, Mr. Finnegan's trained me with stuff like grabbing shit that like freaks us out. Like
Just
rats,
grab it
cats.
and shake it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Basically. So I'm gonna
So
do that.
you're his dog, basically.
My training kicks in. Of course, I'm better than a dog.
Yeah.
So the
Your
training
dog's body.
kicks
I'm
in.
ex-military. I've trained him.
I'm going in
All right,
there.
all
I'm
right.
gonna start bashing things against the wall and shit.
All right, so 2 of them scatter. One though sort of leaps at you with these long arms.
Arms.
What's your dex?
My dex is 11.
So this one actually is going to beat you. It's like,
No.
like it's on a wire, just like right at your face.
Okay, all right. I need to grapple. I need to
Smash
get
your
out of
face.
this. Wait, can I dodge out of the way?
Well, if I hit.
Okay.
So yeah, you can try that.
I failed.
So it scratches your face for 2 points of damage.
Oh my god! Ow! Alright.
Okay.
Can I try to pull myself free
You
from
can
this
try
thing?
it. What's your strength?
My strength is 8.
Oh.
He's a pasty little doctor.
You
Yeah.
need to roll a 10 or less.
Okay. Well, all right. I rolled a 7.
Oh. Yes!
Probably like a combination of the adrenaline from having teeth pulled plus
Just the
just
desperation to get out
opiates.
of it.
You're Superman right
Just go
now.
nuts.
Okay, so I trust Opal's around here somewhere. I can
Probably right next to your bed.
Okay,
Yeah.
grabbing the shotgun.
Yeah. So as the bedclothes come up, you're like, on the tacks.
Yes.
These 2 things that were pulling your teeth go flying. A couple of your teeth go flying as well. And the 2 that were on the bed were already scattering. The teeth pullers are going to start scattering. So you can just
So
try to
one
hit
is
them as
still
they're running
attacking
away.
me.
Okay, now
One's kind of on your face.
So I'm trying to grab at it.
Yeah.
It was several days ago, but I sprained my hand.
That's
remember?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've still got a minus 20 penalty on it.
Minus 20. Well, I don't have any. That means I have a 10%.
Well, no, let's hold on a second. You're within. What's your dexterity?
It is 10.
Okay, so if you're within 10 feet of your target, that's point blank. So that doubles your skill.
Okay.
So that's going to double it
nice.
to 50. Then you apply the penalty.
Okay, well, it's just without anything, it's 30. So
Oh, I'm sorry. Just double it to 60,
60,
and then you apply the penalty.
and then it's minus 20?
Yes.
So it's 40.
40 or
40.
less.
Not bad.
Okay.
Better than I would have been.
And roll a 93.
Wow.
Well, at least
Oh, that's close.
Yeah.
It would have been
so-
you like hit him with
Yeah.
buckshot.
no, you don't want to do that. Yeah, so you're, and a hole appears in the wainscoting,
Okay,
as
back
you
to
stick-
hell with you!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can try a grapple.
I'm gonna grapple.
Try and grapple it off.
Grapple it off.
Or try to punch it, but it's on your face. So,
I'm trying to just grab it.
I mean, it's
yeah,
little.
what it
It's
is.
a grapple. Yeah.
Okay. Fail.
Yeah. Okay. So, so now the rest of you hear this shotgun blast go.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So let's see. These guys, they're fast little buggers. So, let's see. I'll say the two that jumped off the bed before you ripped off the clothes. They actually jumped through the hole in the wall that you just made.
Ah, okay.
The other two that were collecting teeth are running towards it.
Oh, teeth. Don't they collect teeth? That movie.
I know. I was just thinking of the
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro, the new
Yeah,
one, where it's
yeah.
like the tiny little
Yeah.
black imp creatures that like
Really?
steal
Another-
teeth.
Yeah.
Another theft from this one adventure?
Jeez.
Amazing.
Okay, so this thing's still scratching
He's pretty
your face.
nerdy.
So you take another 2 points of damage.
Damn. Hey, this thing's scratching me. Get it off my face.
Yeah, your face is just like all bloody.
Can
now.
I, is it a new round?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, can I,
I'm gonna grapple again. Right?
okay.
And?
And I'm going to swing my shotgun, just grab it by the barrel.
Sure.
And just swing.
Sure, you can
Yeah.
swing it one-handed so you won't have the penalty.
Okay.
That would be a
That'd be
25 or less, though.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you have points in club, I don't know.
No,
Can
I
I
don't have
roll?
points in
And
anything.
make your
Grapple?
grapple roll. Yeah.
Ooh, I made it.
I made my grapple.
I made 0.5.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So that's actually a special success. So you're going to roll d6 plus 6
Okay.
for that, and then for you, you've got it grappled.
I have a feeling like if however he launches it off my face, I can grab it out of the air.
No, you're grabbing the thing on your
I'm
face
grabbing-
right
oh,
now.
he's
swinging
grabbing-
it at one of the tooth
oh,
Oh,
blowers.
no, I meant to swing the thing on her.
Oh, okay. So let's see. You had the higher dex, so you grab it first, and then you can toss it up in the air, and you could.
No, I
swing
want to
it.
see what it is.
Oh, okay.
We should capture it.
I did a
Like,
total of 9 damage.
Well, if you struck
Okay.
it, it would fall to the ground, and we could capture it at that point.
I feel like grapple would be just grabbing it. So if he knocks
Grapple
it
is
off my
grabbing
face
it.
and then I grab it.
But you're going to grab it first because you acted first. So.
But that doesn't make sense in terms of the story. Can you make an exception?
No, his stated action is that he was going to swing it at try and knock it off your face, but you
Okay.
grabbed it before he could swing it.
Okay. Alright.
No,
That's why I was swinging instead of shooting it off your face. Hold very still.
Thank you.
I scraped my head and I'm mentally traumatized.
but with your grapple, if you want to then throw it so he can hit it, you could do that.
I think it's overkill because we want to know what this is.
well, it doesn't mean he'll demolish it.
No, I'm hitting it with the end of the butt of a gun. I think it'll.
Okay, knock it out.
Yeah,
Unconscious.
even if it's dead, we can look at it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
sure. Okay, it's better.
Probably be
All right,
easier
so
that
you
way.
Alright,
grab
sorry, I
it,
just
toss
wanted-
it, you hit it with the
Against
butt
the
of
wall?
the gun.
Yeah.
Whap! Hits the wall.
It's just like
And don't you forget it!
Basically, it hits the
Not
wall.
so tough now, are ya?
It hits the wall, disintegrates into a puff of charcoal,
okay, so
and a
overkill.
single tooth drops out and clink, clink, clink,
A single
clink,
tooth?
hits the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
The tooth, the teeth, the tooth, origin of the tooth.
Can I collect my teeth?
You can collect your teeth. Yeah, they're scattered elsewhere on the floor. This is a different
Okay.
tooth.
A different
the one
tooth.
that they pulled.
They pull teeth.
It was like its little heart.
little
Exactly.
essence.
Aha!
So they're trying to steal teeth to make more of themselves. Oh, that's gross.
Oh god.
Or they're created by someone who's fashioning them out from the tooth.
From the tooth.
Well,
You see?
yeah.
I just know that movie creeped me out really bad.
All right. So,
yeah,
are you
so-
okay, Doctor?
Do I look okay?
Yeah, there's blood. You both have bloody faces.
I'm just trying to be nice.
At
rest-
this
the rest
point,
of
have we
you-
like just like
we
kind of
coming down the stairs?
No, this is
going on?
after you're all out of your
Right, stupor.
stupors.
So is our sanity back down? 10?
So wait,
No, you're still under the influence, but you're out of your stupors.
All right.
Yeah, so
I'm going to try to do
up.
first aid on
I was heading up after him.
Dr. Miles Hume.
Great.
First aid, sure.
Normally he would object, but he knows that he needs actual care right now.
And I pass.
Okay.
Excellent. So,
Astonishing, man.
1 point back.
1 point back.
Some
Okay.
cotton in that
You know,
mouth.
wad some cotton in the mouth, exactly. And then Robin was hurt too. He's got
Yeah,
scratches
I'm
all
gonna
across
go for
his face.
the.
Wait, how many teeth did I lose total?
I'll do
You
first
lost
aid.
4 teeth.
4, and I lost a point for each of them?
No.
Okay. because I
It was
lost
1 point for the first.
You just lost the
grade.
1 point.
Oh, okay,
It
so
was
then I'm back to
accumulative.
12.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just did some first aid on Rob.
You got the first aid. Okay, so Robin, you get 2 back.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Did you tell
I
me?
was just thinking about like Jesus.
No,
Alright,
it's
sorry.
a lot.
Gave you pause.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah, you got
Thanks,
some
sir.
really bad scratches. 4 hit
Thanks,
points
sir.
is a lot. It's pretty deep scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an eye swollen shut.
Yeah.
And like almost ripping through your
I
cheek.
probably need like
actually.
sutures.
You probably need sutures. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be able to get like caps or anything in this.
No.
day and age.
Just
Like,
dentures.
just
Yeah.
dentures.
Like
No.
probably some partial. Yeah, partial.
Partials.
Something with
But
wood.
they'd be like elephant ivory or something.
Yeah.
Or porcelain.
Or wood.
They'd be cosmetic, basically. You'd have to take them out to eat.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Music.
Luckily, you're a gourmet. You
Yeah.
can fashion yourself soft, tasty things to
There you
eat.
go.
Don't try to reframe this for me, then.
There.
Don't you dare tell me that these things happen. This has never happened.
Oh, psychology's all bullshit. Don't try that on me.
I know all the tricks.
Alright, so that was disturbing.
It was.
Yeah.
So Mr. Black also came running in response to the shotgun
Oh, I worried about
blast,
him.
and he's just like, "What else can happen? What is going on?"
You need to move.
Yeah, burn it
That's
to the
what needs to
ground.
happen.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn it to the ground.
But is Black Annie after me or the house? If I move, she'll just follow me.
That's true.
Good point.
I know this
Burn
is all
you.
her doing.
No, wait.
She's trying to drive me insane.
By pulling my teeth.
Well,
I think we need to find Black.
Those are her minions.
how many other male relatives does he have? Because it seems like it's sort of.
With
They're
the death
getting.
of my brother, I am the last.
Oh, you're fucked.
Your father's also passed?
Yeah, he was the first.
I thought it was the uncle.
The uncle passed. The father's
father-
dead. His mother's still alive, but you know.
So,
Maybe he knows how to use the witch compass.
hey.
Why not?
Hey ho. This
Hey,
is
we
his
found
face
Got a
thing, right?
history.
You never know.
You know. I mean,
They have that adorable little anecdote above the fireplace.
or maybe he
You can all
knows.
give me idea rolls as they're all contemplating this witchfinder. He has no idea.
I make it.
I failed at a 98.
I made it.
95.
The witch hunter. The witch finder.
So Padma, you and Robin both are kind of looking at this thing, and you realize that the words on the rim, they're in a language. It's just phonetic spelling.
Oh, so we can
What does it say?
take a look and read
We
it.
start to
Read
we
it
start
out
trying
loud.
to read.
No, wait, oh.
What
Yeah,
else do we
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
We gotta do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
I think
I'll
we
do
need
it.
to find this Black Annie, so I think
Yeah,
we should try.
alright, I'll do it.
Dude, this is too much.
So you start to read the words out loud.
Anyone want to start a pentagram ritual around me?
I did think of that.
The words feel strange in your mouth. They're not natural, and you're having to twist your mouth and tongue around to pronounce them properly. But as you intone the words, the arrow, which was previously lying dormant, begins to swivel and then rests, pointing northeast back towards Beck Green.
Okay.
Alright, let's follow this thing.
Yeah.
And let's go kill some witch.
Green.
How do
Yeah.
you go about killing a witch?
That's a very good
You
question.
burn her alive, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
apparently.
She was burned alive.
She was already
Well,
dead.
let's do a better job of it this time.
only
Cut her
part
head
of
off
her.
first. I don't know.
Yes.
Bring the lighter.
Stuff it with garlic. And
Yeah.
just in the mouth.
Yeah.
Silver bullet.
Stake through the heart.
Holy water. What are you thinking?
Would we know about a silver bullet? That sounds reasonable to me at this point.
Occult rolls, you know, could come up with a theory.
Who knows?
Let's.
Man.
I didn't know.
No. You made yours?
Okay.
How do
You
we kill a witch?
would
Don't
have to
you?
venture a guess that if she survived being burned at the stake, that there's something keeping her alive. Something magical is keeping her alive.
Okay.
Maybe some sort of an item.
Fungus.
Fungus,
The
perchance, the fungus.
maybe?
Well, not that I feel very much like talking right now, but there's some nefarious force keeping her alive, clearly. If she survived burning alive.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got to figure out.
What about that stuff we found in the forest? That seemed very much alive.
What does it look like? You pull out the vial and see if there's any change in it?
Yeah.
Is there
So I'm
any
gonna
change
pull
in
out
it?
a bottle.
Yeah, that's a good
A
question.
fungus.
How do you kill a
The
dead
fungus?
witch?
Yeah. What's it
It
look like?
is turned to dust.
Oh!
We need to kill the fungus.
What
As if
did you
it
do?
died.
Sorry,
The
sir.
question is probably we probably should have checked it when we left the forest. Like once it left the boundaries of the
But
woods.
if it was a fungus,
It's
I've
decomposed.
seen mushrooms.
It's decomposed fungus.
Yeah, mushrooms. They last a while, don't they?
Yeah.
Sir?
No, but I'm saying if this was magical throbbing
I wanna know what you
fungus,
did.
then maybe outside the boundaries of the woods it has no power kind of thing. You know?
Except we're outside the boundaries.
We're outside the
woods.
boundaries. I feel like we're being affected by something.
I'm just talking about the fungus though. I mean, if it sort of seems like it's alive in itself,
Yes.
if it maybe has like its roots then in the forest, that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
it has to
maybe
be in the pentagram.
yeah, if it's extracted from the
Ah.
woods, if it
It's quite
is
large.
susceptible.
We do a pentagram ritual around it and see what
Why not?
happens.
Do you know how to do it? Is it on your sheet?
or try to burn
Yeah,
it.
everyone, if you're in
Yeah,
the
we all
forest,
Try to
you
kill
know
the
it.
Do it,
fungus
go for
itself.
it.
Make an occult roll.
That's a good point.
Well, wait, what was the point? What do you...
Well, basically, the fungus needs to be destroyed.
Of course.
And so I was just wondering,
How,
That's why I
though?
wanted to shoot it.
I want to shoot it.
burning it?
Burning it, maybe just burn the house and the forest, so go back to
what?
London.
Set fire to this thing.
Burn it all.
I'm sure nobody would mind.
Goodbye, Bet Green.
We still haven't done the caves.
We still
Right,
True.
we haven't done the caves.
There could be a root system beneath.
Well, I think honestly, if we go back to Bet
Heartbeat!
Green,
Do you remember the heartbeat?
Yeah.
There could be tiny little
the
teeth
roots.
rapists down there again, too.
Maybe it's coming out from under the ground.
well, I was gonna say if we go back to Bet Green, we're gonna have to go through Bet Green to get to Merlin's Cave anyways.
That's right.
Yes.
If we follow our witch finder and see then
What
which way it
direction?
leads
There you
us
go.
to the
There you go.
caves
Fair
or
enough.
to the forest.
That's a good idea.
That's an idea.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Right now, immediately?
Yes.
Well, it's
Yes.
already dawn.
Sure.
go.
We're probably not going back to sleep.
I don't think I'm getting back
I would
to
check
sleep.
for
Ever.
telegrams first
Ever.
though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telegrams!
and then
Yes.
head out.
That seems so quaint that we cared about telegrams.
It did. That was a different Miles Hume. One who could smile without shame.
You did have an app of 13. I mean, it must have taken
Yeah,
it
I
pretty
think
hard.
I'd
right?
say you've lost a point and a half on that.
One without PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so we're
Okay.
gonna go check telegrams and make our way toward the
If I
forest.
get dentures, do I get that back?
Only as long as you're wearing the dentures.
All right.
See, it's probably better off to find a woman who likes you without the teeth.
Yes.
Well, what are the
Like you
chances
for
of
who you
that
are.
happening?
Make a luck roll. No.
That's what I keep wondering.
With that personality, though?
Yeah.
Like, I like Lily, but no. Oh. That's not gonna happen.
What's your app?
I'm just pathetic. My app, 7.
Oh!
Right.
I didn't
I
see
need to
that.
find a better picture for you. No idea. Apple 7. All right, so.
I thought mine was pretty appropriate. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, yeah.
For 12.
So,
Oh, 7.
we're making our
Telegraph
way.
office.
Telegraph.
All right, so it's about 7 a.m., so
Yes.
they're open. You have a response back from Florence
Yes?
and from Dr. Westcott. No response back from Mathers yet, but he is in Paris, so.
Busy.
Mathers.
Busy man.
I'll send
Oh,
another
cheese.
another message to Mathers.
Yes.
Assaulted by horrible tooth rapists.
Oh.
Please advise.
Do you know any good dentists?
Yes, yes.
No, I need to do this.
Okay,
That's
so.
that question.
Infernal imps. All right.
Infernal imps.
Okay,
what's-
so your question
yes.
for Florence specifically was.
Shoot, that was a million years ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we were asking about
Northcott. Why
Yeah,
was,
Randolph
why was-
Oh, North. Yeah, right.
How did
Why
he-
he was. Okay.
You were asking about the pentagrams, though,
Yeah.
I was.
specifically for
Yes,
Florence.
that's right.
Okay.
You're right. You're quite right.
Yes. So she says, we'll research more for pentagrams.
All right. Dead.
Northcote denied due to lack of sufficient knowledge to pass through the inner order.
Oh.
Quit, with with hard feelings.
In a huff.
In a huff.
So he's out here just researching, isn't he? He's out like, well, screw you guys. I'm going to go study this on my own.
While we're there, I want to send a telegram
Yes.
to my contact, just regarding, how, if there's any advice from the Order on tracking and killing a dead witch.
Sure.
Good idea.
Telegram, Dr. Barrage.
What did Dr. Westcott say to Lily?
Do you want to read her telegram?
We can transport it to her. Well, I'm essentially Lily. Come on.
It is a telegram. We could glance
It's
at
one
it.
sheet.
Yes,
right?
that's true. Okay.
There's no
do
envelopes.
do please be careful and come back in one piece, is what he said.
That hurts.
That figures. That's so Westcott.
William.
Alright.
XOXO.
Yeah, no exos. No exos for me right
Less
now.
than 3.
Oh my god. So, moving on. Let's go.
All right,
Come
Tibet
on.
Green is where you're going, and you're keeping an eye on the witch finder as
Yeah.
you're in the
Yes.
carriage, seeing where it points. So it continues to point northeast as you backtrack out Tibet Green. First thing in the morning, it is cold. There's frost on everything. It is a bone-chilling morning. Coming out into Tibet Green, the arrow begins to turn. As you pass the Five Oaks Inn, it is pointing due north towards Oakwood.
Oh.
As you
Where we
come out
were?
towards Hunter's Lodge, it's pointing a little bit back towards Oakwood still.
This is where we were
Yes.
before yesterday. So this is where we need to go again.
Although, do we still want to check out the cave?
Well, I
Because we
do,
have not
but-
been there.
I do.
Does the cave run under the forest?
No,
Oh, it doesn't?
no,
Oh,
it's in the Peak
I
District.
No, no,
presumed
no.
it did.
It's in the Peak District.
It's not to say that it's not connected to the cave system, but Merlin's cave specifically it's part of the, legends.
Now, the legend is that Merlin hid there,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
But it's part, it was mentioned, I think, in the letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
The young man who was being brought out by Sergeant Richardson.
Merlin's cave wasn't. Fowie Moor was, and
That's where
you
they
saw
were
a
headed.
reference in the same book that talked about Merlin's cave.
Yeah.
Is it possible that there's something useful in Merlin's cave? I mean, it's...
we don't know until we check.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, maybe somebody...
I mean, it is very early.
Maybe somebody powerful went there, left something, and this legend sort of grew up around that, you know?
Well, maybe.
Check it out.
Could be a red herring, but
Could be.
what's the...
I think we should explore it anyway.
All right, then.
Yeah,
Where's
let's
one?
do it.
Where's one?
Okay.
So we're going.
Off to Merlin's cave.
Yes.
Okay.
Quick
So-
little nip in.
Yeah.
If there is such a thing.
Yeah.
So, so the coach driver says, "Well, I can take you as far as an old manor house that's out near Merlin's cave, but
Oh, really?
it's an overland trail from there.
So we
Probably
don't
about a
have to hike it.
2-hour hike out to the cave.
No.
There's no way you would be interested in. I mean, is it possible to take a carriage further?
Trying to
No,
pick up the
not at all.
party.
It's rough country, sir.
Totally.
Trying to bring this up.
What about the horses?
You could hire some horses, sure. And I can take you back to Helmsden. There's the stables. You can hire some horses.
Okay, you know what? No, this is not satisfactory.
How about your horses?
No, sir.
Sure about that?
Well, then maybe we
100%.
should just.
Is there a bargaining chip in here?
Or, separate the party, which is what the GM's trying to do, I think.
What?
Innocent look of surprise.
That's exactly...
I'm running a
Why
game.
couldn't we all hike
Please.
up there? I mean,
Well,
what's
Oswald is...
It's going to also take 2 hours, which
2
means if we go to
hours.
one, we're not going to be able to go to the other.
Oh, I see.
Probably in the same day.
And this is urgent. I think, okay,
Well, Oswald was able to make it through the woods, so...
All right, then.
he was.
Yeah, no, you can make it. You can
I
make
think
it
we
would
need
probably
to,
make it a 3-hour trip.
Yes.
Well, Padma said we need to
Yeah.
destroy the fungus and see what happens.
Easier said than done.
True. All I suggest is that the fungus loses its power outside of the woods,
But I'm
possibly.
suggesting we destroy the fungus because it turned to dust like immediately.
Right. Upon exiting
And
the wood.
I think there's a power there. I don't know.
What
What
do you
think, Mr.
propose that
Finnegan?
we cart this massive trunk of...
Well,
red
we don't know that that's
line
necessarily the source of it, though. I mean, again, it seems as though the heartbeat, for
The
instance,
heartbeat.
came from underground, which
Yes.
could be rooted anywhere, literally,
Mm-hmm.
in those woods. If we used the witch finder, we could possibly find more successfully.
Some
it may not be
shovels?
that tree. Maybe. Try to excavate it.
I'd say since the Witchfinder's working now that we use it to navigate in the forest. Because maybe it will direct us to that source that you're thinking of.
True. I mean, it is sort of pointing us in a way in which we might actually act.
I just think there might be a missing, like maybe there's something useful in the cave. That we could
I
take.
agree, or that there's some sort of... It's mostly the fact that it's in the same...
What did the fresco say?
Well, the fresco didn't say anything. It was the letter that we found. They're talking about unspeakable horrors and worse things than wolves, and they were headed to Fowie Moor.
Fowie Moor, which is
where Merlin's cave is located.
Okay, that's bad.
That is bad.
But it might be significant.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
The letter's also stained in all sorts of
there's also
bloods and things.
Yeah.
So.
And there's those wolf murders that happened.
Yeah, I know.
So there's...
Well, if we want to rule the cave out, then we'll do a cave day. And then the next day...
I mean, we do...
Jacob Black will be dead.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I'm worried about him, and I feel like the fungus has a connection to the house.
Well, we could do the fungus and then do the cave.
Yeah.
The fungus and then the cave?
Yeah, do the fungus, rule that out. And then if that doesn't work, then the cave. I don't know.
If we go back into the woods...
But are we going to burn all the fungus, or are we going to burn...
We're
or just
I think
just
the
the
tree...
throbbing
What if we
fungus?
die while we're trying to
That's
kill
what
the
I'm saying.
fungus, and the thing that could have helped us is in Merlin's cave?
That's a chance that we have to take, sir.
Ooh.
I know.
You wouldn't... Well, you can say, wait a minute, I don't pay you to say that sort of thing.
And then slap him for me.
No, Ward, slap yourself. I'm sorry, Sal. Right on your stitches.
Wow.
Owie.
I will call you Stitch Face.
Alright, so it's up to you guys. I'm a May 7th.
I feel like the fungus is...
I'll expect a final answer.
Honestly, I feel like the fungus isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
The cave is somewhere that we haven't explored yet.
Yes.
It would take the better part of the day, but we could still do it in part of the day.
See, do you remember
It is very early.
when we went to the forest, time had a different...
Yes. That's what I'm worried about.
That's
too.
a problem.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So more time is passing.
More
in the
time is
forest.
passing than we
So
realize.
you're going to go back, there's going to be more fungus.
It doesn't mean it's going to affect... Because Fowie Moor is a distance from...
No.
The Five
not
Oaks.
That, not
But it's
that.
just the fungus is growing. There's that guy who, died, and it was 100 years ago, but he
That could
doesn't
be
look
us.
like he's
That
dead.
could be us.
Yeah.
But I think, there's a case for both, and this is why it's difficult.
Let's split the party.
Yeah, let's
That's the only way to resolve
that's
this.
where we're reaching that point
Well,
where we have to do that.
I would say I would prefer to go to the cave, but I would entrust the Witchfinder probably to Robin, since he also managed to read the inscriptions.
Right.
Well, maybe
we're gonna
if
split
we're
up.
going to split the party, I guess.
No, are we really considering splitting the party?
Honestly, at this
I
point...
was...
Well,
Really?
look,
All right.
we're just going to run away if we see something really scary. We're just going to run. Okay? So
Oh wait, I would be stuck with the doctor.
after my dinner,
Although I don't know if Finnegan did want to go to the caves as opposed to...
I'm on the fence.
you're like, let's go to the
I don't wanna
caves.
split
He was like, let's go to
It's
the
really
caves.
what it is. It's like the
Would it make sense
letter.
for
The
me to
letter
split with
intrigues me.
Robin?
I'm for cave.
To go to the Fowie Moor.
So you two are gonna go to the cave. We're
have
gonna
guns.
go burn the fungus.
We're splitting the party.
We're doing it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't act so shocked.
All right.
We're playing right in your hands.
I know. Alright, pause on that. Okay,
Alright.
so yeah.
So who's going to the cave?
I am. Me, Bill.
Padma
Yeah,
is...
I'm going.
Oh, and Dr. Hume.
Oh really?
So Finnegan and
Two of us
Robin are
are
going
there.
into the woods.
Yes.
Okay. Who's got the
Because it
Witchfinder?
I
doesn't
do.
make sense for
Okay.
us to split. And if I go to the cave, then he's going by himself.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Wow, that's teamwork.
So we're going because
yeah.
we have to burn the throbbing fungus tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to shoot it anyway, so...
Yeah. So we can shoot it and burn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unload on that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I
So your destination is the fungus tree.
Yes.
Okay.
And also paying attention to
Should we
what
get
the
some more
Witchfinder is saying
Okay.
in terms of, we need more firepower. Yeah.
Should we go pick up something? Can we pick something up in town? Is there a gun store?
Yeah.
It is a hunting lodge, a hunter's lodge,
Yeah. So they
right?
should
I would
have
imagine
something.
North
Well, it's
Road.
just what they call it.
Should
Oh,
we
it's
make,
not.
Should we make
Alright.
arrangements that, like, if we don't, like, we go meet back at the Black House or something, and if we don't see these guys tonight, we go into the woods looking for them. If
Oh,
we don't see
wow.
us, then come back to the cave.
No, I would say wait until daylight. I say we meet back at the Northcote's house.
The Hunter's Lodge.
Yeah, the Hunter's Lodge. I think that's our central.
Okay, so we meet there in the morning. If you were not there, we go into the woods. If we're not there, you come over to the cave.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
After we come out of the cave.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no guarantee for us either.
No, you're right. That's why there's two.
Yeah.
You know. So if and then if neither of us show up, I guess
Then we're boned.
Yes.
Well, then that's that.
Yeah, if no one shows up, that
Then
would
the
be a
game's
problem.
over.
Yeah. And Lily's just like, hello.
Oh no! Josephine, you Josephine.
Who wants to play Joseph?
Alright. Who wants to play
I would like to say,
I'm not going to be.
Yes?
next
If we are gonna
week, so we
split-
should go.
Oh, okay.
Go get us killed first.
Yeah,
I would like
exactly.
to copy down, I think,
That makes it
the
easier for me.
inscription that I read aloud from the Witchfinder,
Oh,
just in
okay.
case.
Okay.
Have it. Just
Copy down.
And I'll have a copy of your map. I'll
very
do a quick
good,
copy
very good,
of
very
your
good.
what you wrote down
Very
yesterday.
good.
approximately.
Snapping
I can
the
quickly
top in half.
sketch that or
Okay.
sketch that up for you.
Okay. So we're equipped. We're ready.
Of the two
If
of
anything
you,
should happen to me, tell Bartleby I forgive him all his failings.
Oh my god!
of the two of you, who has the
He's
lower
not going to
power?
miss you.
No.
My
He's loving
power
life right
is
now.
13. What's
Mine's
your-
15.
Okay, so I do.
Alright.
Okay.
What the hell?
Here we go. All right, so we'll do the forest first. You guys head into the woods.
Yes.
It is, much as you remember, sort of pleasant. The temperature rises as soon as you enter the woods. It's
No
no longer
frost.
frosty.
Yeah, did we make sure we have firepower?
We have firepower.
Okay,
We're good.
firepower and some sort of something to start flames.
Yeah, I have matches and stuff.
Yeah, you bought some.
A small tin of kerosene.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, some lamp oil.
Some lamp oil,
I have my
definitely.
gun cane and one extra gun, rifle or something.
Yeah.
Picked it down.
Okay. You following Padma's maps and the marks on the trees that you'd left before. You're able to retrace your steps.
Sweet. The stuff's still there. I mean, the markings are still there.
Oh yeah. You retrace your steps. Takes you about a half hour. You find the throbbing fungus deposit.
How is it in relation to the Witchfinder?
Yeah, what's the Witchfinder telling me?
Witchfinder's still pointing north. It's not pointing at the fungus.
Okay.
But do you want to go ahead and set it alight?
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this, whatever it is.
Okay. So you douse it with lamp oil.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I personally wait until you are exiting the forest instead of going deeper.
Well, should we go deeper? It's still pointing north.
Are you going deeper, or did you just want to set fire to the
Well,
fungus?
we do want to get rid of that, but if it's pointing north, we should probably go into the direction. I mean, we found the compass deeper into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
So what direction are we going right now? Are we going north?
North.
Let's destroy this thing on our way up.
I was just
okay.
mostly thinking that's not the only fungus.
exactly.
That you know, and it's
Yeah. And
Leaf Man. I mean,
whoever went before us
Don't trifle.
didn't
Right.
maybe possibly didn't do this. So and
Okay.
obviously it was detrimental. So
Right.
let's try it.
Lighting up the fungus.
Yeah, we're
What?
gonna light it up and shoot it up.
Really?
Okay.
When we
Right now?
I would have waited.
As we
When
leave.
you leave.
Well, we're not.
So you're
now,
you're following the witchfinder.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we trying?
No, did you?
No, they're split on this.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
totally.
know.
There's-
Okay,
he
so
wants
why-
to light it up
so
now.
why do you want to do it now?
Because the other person, obviously somebody else went through here and didn't find anything and didn't do anything to this and is now dead. So
Okay, that's actually true. All right, so we're gonna set it up now.
like it might help.
We're setting it up now, sir.
All right. So the fungus is
but-
is soaked. The fungus is soaked, and
Yeah, here we go.
and the light is lit, and it goes up. Starts burning. Blue flames kind of tracing over it. Everything starts contracting.
Doesn't scream.
It doesn't scream.
There's no high-pitched
There,
scream.
there's just sort of black smoke pouring off of it, and you just watch it burn. It just burns up, shrivels. A emaciated, thin tree is revealed underneath,
Oh,
and that's it.
great. Let's keep going.
There's nothing in there, like underneath it.
No, just the tree.
Is the throbbing? Do we still hear the throbbing sound?
You can hear the heartbeat sound. Yeah.
Off.
What do you want?
More teeth. All right, so let's
All right, we're following the
doctor's
compass.
teeth.
All right.
Just collect all the loose teeth of all the orphans in London.
So you follow the compass to St. Michael's. As you approach the chapel, the arrow at last begins to to turn slightly. Now it's pointing a bit northeast.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you tromp off into the woods.
We're still marking.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It takes
Sure, it doesn't matter.
the path you're following. No, I mean I take that as given.
Yeah. Okay.
The path that the compass takes you along through the woods. Up ahead, you see a stagnant black pool of water with just a foul smell coming off of it.
Bug.
And sort of in the middle, there's a growth of tentacle-like branches that are just like intertwining high into the air, and sort of quivering ever so slightly.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
Shoot it, sir.
All right.
All right. A couple of the branches are knocked off and plop into this stagnant water, but you're able to go around the side of the pool and continue following where the arrow's taking you.
Music.
Perfect music.
Periodically, the arrow turns this way or that way, and you
Okay.
adjust your path accordingly. Still marking. of
Marking.
course. Presently, you pick up a trail through the woods. Just like a little game trail, something that's often passed along. And the arrow seems to be pointing along the trail.
All right,
Okay.
so we're gonna follow the trail.
Okay. It's a poorly defined path of like decaying logs and stones. The land around you is getting increasingly marshy. Up ahead, beneath a towering and somewhat malevolent oak tree, sits a small, squat cottage. As you're taking this in,
Go knock on the door. No.
you
Run away, sir.
hear an unexpected noise.
What's that?
It's the call of a pheasant.
Oh god, that's creepy as fuck.
Looking around, you see severed pheasant heads on poles, and they're squawking at you.
Ew, alarm system.
You hear a flapping sound coming from up in the oak trees.
Uh-oh.
And I aim.
No, it's just like a
So I look up
flag.
So I look up.
in
So I
the
look up
wind.
to see what it
Yeah.
is.
It's flaps of skin
Oh my god!
hanging from branches
Oh my god!
and just sort of flapping gently in the breeze.
I think we found our way.
Oh god.
Two sanity
What?
rolls, please. One for the skin and one for the
One
pheasant
for the
head.
skin and one for the pheasant head.
Pass.
Pass
Okay.
and
And
pass.
Wow!
So you both lose 1 point.
Okay, we are little badasses.
Yeah.
We're just like standing there
Whatever.
going like, oh.
We were expecting this.
Yeah, we were expecting worse.
Yeah.
There's no chimney on this cottage, but there's a little fire hole in the thatching, and there's smoke coming up out of it.
There's somebody in there.
Yeah.
It's a witch.
Shall we knock?
Knock.
Hello, evil witch.
Shall we sneak around?
Let's go investigate.
Well, maybe we could act like we
Not
didn't know
getting
she was an evil witch. Hello. We
could.
were lost in the woods. How
you
are
found
you,
this
man?
compass.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
Hansel, and this is Gretel.
I think
So thin.
I
Yeah.
think
Candy.
yeah. I think we should investigate a little further. Just get a little closer.
Should we sneak around and
Yeah. We're gonna sneak.
You can't sneak. All the chicken things are going.
Well, were they doing that before we got there?
They started up as soon as you got there.
Yeah, so
Well, she knows we're here. She knows we're here.
You're just gonna head up to the
We're
cottage.
heading. We're going up
stand at the
there.
ready.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
bold.
That's ballsy.
That is
I
balls.
like it.
Yeah, we're going.
Robin's balls dropped.
Chest hair spontaneously.
You're gonna grow a Pike-style mustache as soon as you step out of the woods.
Absolutely.
My voice just dropped an octave. So
All right.
You walk up
Should
to
we
the door. It's actually just like a door frame. There's not even a door on it.
Yeah, it's like a little hovel.
It's a hovel. Beyond, you can see a fire pit
Yeah.
with several cauldrons suspended on hooks over the fire.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a filthy straw bed on the floor, and some rickety shelves with various differently sized glass containers with various foul looking liquids inside.
Okay. There's no one inside.
You don't see anyone. You're just poking your heads and then you don't see anyone.
Okay. We're gonna look around some more, I think.
Look around inside or outside?
Both.
Where's the compass pointing?
Yeah, is the compass
It's
just right
straight
here?
yeah.
It's a witch house.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess after we look inside, then we can look out around in the outside.
Okay. So looking around inside, you don't see anything else from what your initial glance revealed.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot that the pheasant calls turn the music on.
Should we burn down the
There's
house?
some evil smelling stuff in the cauldrons bubbling away.
Should we burn down the house?
I think we should. Get
It's
her
a stone
attention.
cottage.
It's a stone cottage?
Yeah.
Let's start tearing it apart.
Kick over the top.
Yeah, just kick the stones. Well, let's look in the cauldron. I'm curious what's in the cauldron.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just like kind of a khaki-colored, thick mud-like substance, just like bubbling away.
Okay.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Can't be good.
No, I won't touch it. I won't touch it, sir. Alright, so
Should we go knock down the heads of the stakes?
do,
with the heads?
oh, she knows we're here. I don't know.
Give
Well,
me,
she's not here.
What?
Give me idea rolls.
Excuse me, I fail.
Oswald, you notice the arrow on the Witchfinder starting to turn,
Yeah.
and now it's pointing the way you just came.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna
Shall we?
What?
We shall.
Turn around.
We're tracking.
Coming out?
Which tracking?
Okay.
Should we look for tracks?
Well, as you emerge from the cottage, you see someone coming up the trail.
What does it look like?
It's a woman. Her skin is blackened and stretched over her bones. One of her eyes is basically just oozing pus. There's no eyeball there. It's just pus weeping out of the socket. Her hair is unkempt and knotted, and she's sort of walking along swiftly with a crooked walking stick, coming up the trail.
So she's not doing so bad for being like 300 years dead.
No.
She's fine.
Sanity rolls, please.
Suddenly I'm feeling ill prepared for this.
I'm not. I'm ready to shoot. I make
Pass.
it.
I make mine too.
You both lose 1 point.
Okay. I think we should open
there's
fire.
no way she could be
She
alive.
survived being burned.
She's not
She
gonna.
did. She was burnt alive.
Until we get. We have to figure out how to get closer to her. Blow her head off.
Let's get closer.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's walk towards
She's
her.
coming to
She's
her.
coming towards you.
Yeah.
We're gonna
So
walk
she's
toward
gonna
her.
make that
Yeah.
happen
I would
for you.
maybe.
Yeah, we walk towards her.
She hasn't
Yeah.
seen you yet.
Like
Maybe
it's no
like.
big deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hello, ma'am. Bam.
I was gonna say like. I would say hiding, like if she hasn't already seen you, like maybe ducking back inside the doorway and surprising her when she comes in.
7 years we're here.
Don't.
I think she already knows we're there.
Yeah.
I mean, the
She's
pheasants-
walking with purpose.
Yeah.
So she's heard the pheasants.
But she may not, like, I don't know if she's seen you guys
She can
yet.
sense us. I think at this point we just need to like start firing. Open fire.
Walk right up to her like, hey, ma'am. And then gun
Just
cane
up
out.
and just
All of
go.
a sudden, with my gun cane, I'd be like, hello, ma'am. Like, limping towards her, like, oh, I'm so innocent. I'm lost.
No.
We're looking for a spell.
Yeah.
You know, you might reason with her. I mean, she doesn't want to kill.
I mean, she obviously looks
I mean,
crazy.
she's trying to kill this black family and stuff.
She's
but she doesn't
pulling
kill
teeth
everybody.
with little ash
Yeah.
figures.
Oh, my. Are you
From beyond
okay?
the
You look
grave.
horrible.
You
You
look
know, I don't
good.
know.
I think we should open fire. How far away is she from us?
She's about 20 yards.
We're gonna walk up, I think, and start open fire.
So your action is to walk towards her.
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, with gun up, well...
Gun up, we're armed, ready to go.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're armed and ready to go.
Okay. Very good. So let's see.
It's table time.
This is where it gets fun. This is where she gets real.
Yeah, she just got real.
She just got real. Exactly.
The camera's panning around you.
Yeah. Totally. Alright.
Yes.
Oh my god. Black Anis's stats are...
No, I have those right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
5 million.
Okay.
Hit points.
Starting to think going to the cave was a good idea.
Oh.
It was a good idea.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I guess you're
I'm
right.
like,
Ah, did you have faith in your trusty
There's no reason
heroes?
why we all camped out.
there's a 16-year-old and a cripple. We love you guys dearly, but
Dude, we can be badass.
You can live.
Although you guys did
definitely move
manage
faster.
away from a ton of Chinese guys.
You did.
Okay.
did.
All right. You know what?
We did a good job.
All right.
I'll see what happens. I'll visit your grave.
I'm rooting for you.
I'll stay. I'll see you stay in that grave too.
Maybe it takes her a while to
Yeah,
like
please.
regenerate. Maybe
Please do.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Usually roll bad.
maybe
until
blew her
something
head
like
off
this
and it takes her
happens,
a while.
You never
for it to
know.
grow back.
Okay, I need both of your strength plus constitutions.
That would be
Strength
30
plus con.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
30. 24.
24.
Not bad.
Strength is good. My constitution sucks.
Mine is opposite.
What's happening in Cave Town?
Oh, that's okay.
I think Cave Town might be next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
We're up
Oh,
against
yeah.
it now.
Oh.
No, that's fine. I'm wrapping it up here.
Oh.
Okay,
Right now.
so
Wrapping this up.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, you get incinerated on the spot.
Yeah.
What?
okay, so you guys are approaching. Hello, ma'am. Getting ready to open
Close
fire.
range, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You see her raise her walking stick and just basically do this, like at the air, and that's it. You're both unconscious.
There's no more.
Unconscious?
Wait, unconscious or alive?
You're not dead, but
Oh,
you're
blackout.
winked out.
Okay.
And that's where we'll leave it.
See how that turns out.
So, guys, come rescue us.
I'm not going to be here next week. The week after. Terrible place.
Yeah, gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna sign
Terrible,
up.
terrible place.
Are you really going to be gone, Sean?
Yeah, for the next 2 weeks.
Well, that actually works.
Oh,
that actually
okay.
works.
Are we gonna do the cave
You're
scenario?
not going to be in any condition to do anything.
He could wink out, and I guess he could play. Lily could recover.
Yeah, Lily's
Yeah.
coming.
We'll see.
No,
we'll
my
talk
leg's
about
still
it. We'll
burnt.
talk about it.
Logistically.
We'll figure out
We'll
logistics.
talk
Yeah.
about it. Oh boy.
Gotta go
Yeah,
to the
we
cave
gotta
anyway,
talk.
figure out what's going to happen
We
there.
gotta have some chatting time.
That's right. We got to talk for hours.
And not talk.